Yeah. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long, long time. Yeah. This is how. Getting down. Yeah. Hey. This is how. I'll be getting down. This is how. It is really done, they can't figure out. They don't understand, so they hold me down and out. Hey, we ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. Down for the count, but the hound strike back. It get like that. I don't wanna hear it, but you hit me right back. They talking, they told me take the L and move on. Heard it from somebody who's been taking L's their whole life. I don't know what you want. Passive when they play you. Expect the best from people like there's nothing they can do wrong. Seen this movie way too many times to be the fool for you to chew on. Nah, I'm not complaining, but there's things I can improve on. Why would I fight and retreat and not study and sleep and recover to be able to smother you motherfuckers? I'm going ghost and I'm up to something. Or maybe I'm up to my wits' ends with all of your bitch trends. I'm sick of the system. I'm not into religion. I need something higher and bigger to fix this. Brothers, sisters betray me that I never wrong. Over here it's all solid. This isn't a prison. This isn't a prison. This is free. This is fiction. Listen, I made a bunch of merch, and as soon as I recouped on my expenses, I gave away every other shirt. Good heart, I guess that's why I never finished first. But it's time I put the business first. Cause we ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. Cause we ain't going out like that, no. We ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. We ain't going out like that. We ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. We ain't going out like that. I guess some things never change. Like my pops being stuck in his ways. If you hear me, just know that you didn't die in vain. Cause if you didn't have a sun, then there'd never be a rain. We ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. We ain't going out like that. Watch me go and bounce right back. We ain't going out like that.
She a thirsty bitch, you wanna visit your dreams. You can see you hear it, you know that she's near when you sleep. I be under your bed and I hear you feel. Shake a thirsty bitch, I'm a thirsty beat, real thirsty, like a snitch on me. Now wake up, wanna hear you scream. It's not a dream. Run for your life, I hunt your heart. You can chase me, but I make you starve. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, I seek you hard. You can chase me, cause I'm right behind. You're a punk bitch.
time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck.
Greetings, friends, and welcome back to where wars are fought in the stars, where fantasies are final, where agents are orange, where evolutions are new, where realms are forgotten, where dragons are lanced, and where our culls are essenced. That's right, friends. Welcome back to the Coalescence Act 5. Nearing our mid-season finale for all of our tables. We're kind of seeing the shape of things to come at 4 of 6 of our gatherings anyway. We'll see how it goes here tonight for Stew Crew. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live ahead by a century. Hope you're all having a great weekend. It's about over, though, so hopefully a bit of fun and enjoyment with the clickety-clacks as we roll forward into another adventure. Let's go see what's up with everybody over in the chat in the gaming lounge.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
Hey, be quiet. You know I don't want people talking during my introduction.
Shut up. You literally rejoin until I talk during your introduction.
That's never happened except every time that it hasn't happened. Howdy, friends. Welcome back to Stew Crew. Good to see y'all here. Looks like we are full crew minus Tobashi, who is celebrating Papa Tobashi's birthday. Happy birthday there, Papa Tobashi. We will catch up with our friend here next session for our mid-season finale, hopefully. Otherwise, for the rest of you here gathered, good evening, salutations.
Hello.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. I mean, salutations.
Salutations. Triple chocolate.
Donuts.
More. Alright, we've got a turn order in progress. We've got a battle against, I believe, a group of fiends. They could be, they could also be demons. I'm losing a little track here as to who is whom. Yeah, we got fiends at this table. Yeah, we did, I was trying to do an alternating thing. Devils, demons, so I wouldn't lose track. And big surprise, I lost track.
I believe they're all classed as fiends, are they not?
They are, yes, that is correct. So I think
All the ones here, yeah.
Yeah, I think I used that as a safe catch-all anyway.
Yeah, you stuck fucking Tuesday crew with the devils. Fucking sent two fucking demon wards after fucking Silkus.
So if she goes MIA around 9:30, is it the cat or is it the dog that's responsible for your disappearance? Like, I just kind of picture you being drugged, fighting and unwilling into the woods by a dog or a cat, like you're bound and gagged. Just no. Oof,
No.
oof, oof.
No, it's not the dog or the cat. It's the people. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. She mistakenly met the dog and it didn't go so well. So.
Oh, I
We're
can only
trying
Probably
imagine.
she kicked the dog's butt.
Yeah.
Or scratched it
I
anyway.
used to have a kitty cat like that too.
She's a fighter. But no, in 30 minutes, because the dog is going outside, I gotta make sure she goes in the basement for a little bit.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and of course I didn't even register the time difference, nor did I register that even in that absence, 9:30 would be after we end the stream here, my time. So
Yeah.
whatever. I think we're good, and we will proceed with the Oinoloth turn. This guy is apparently compadre to El Nasty right here, who has loving eyes only for Xavier.
And I know that the first thing they should be trying to do is plane shift back into this plane and be like, why can't I get back to this spot? What the hell is going on? And that's their turn, right?
That could very well be the case. There is an interesting interaction from this guy, however, who looks similar, but is not. And if you look at my little love message to all of you right there about 20 minutes ago, since I have the first turn in the initiative, sometimes I will do my best to expedite. And I rolled matching 19s, ending with a pair of matching 23s on a charisma check. That charisma check was a spellcaster check to dispel magic. As the host of the Forbidden spell, Xavier would be aware that somebody has just dispelled it. That is our turns. That will pass it over to Xavier's turn.
Okie dokie. I guess the only thing I can do is help my party as best I can, so I can see this fella. I guess
That
what I will
is
do
correct.
is I am going to, I don't know why I moved my spider off.
I think
Let's
it's on
try it
top
that
of
way
your
then.
token. It's a layered
Yeah.
thing.
So I will hit it with Eldritch Blast twice, which is still radiant damage at the moment.
Eldritch
and use
Blast? I'm unfamiliar with this ability. The 30? Well, shoot. Bad news, my AC is 19 with this guy, although it looks like I'm blinded, so I think you'd have advantage. Who blinded me?
Me.
Why did you do that?
And then
'Cause
with
I
that,
can.
there is the repelling blast that happens with that Eldritch Blast. So that is all radiant damage, and he gets pushed back a total of 20 feet.
Okay. Radiant is neither good nor bad. The OP is that orange peeler, if I'm reading that correct?
Yes, you don't have to add that one to it.
Oh, that's good news. Bum, bum, bum. Holy crap, I just gained 1,200 hit points.
Damn.
I like that.
I didn't expect that radiant damage to do that to him. Good luck, Ballard.
Damn, now I don't know where I'm supposed
just
to...
smile.
This
Just
guy was
smiles
down
at
a
you.
decent... This guy was down about a third of his health bar, right?
I have no idea.
Because you guys could
About that.
see. Damn
I
it.
don't remember though.
Can you try right-clicking and undo? That might work for it.
Let's see. No, it moved your spider back for some reason.
Okie dokie.
That's very strange. Alright, I think... Okay, yes, I've got it. Brain has reconnected. I was here. And then I'm taking the damage, which is going to put me at that. And then we get shoved back 20 feet. And yeah, this thing is blindly flailing about. It has a hefty CR. And, oh, I stand corrected. I was going to say, in spite of its hefty CR, it appears to have a poor perception, but it has true sight 90 feet and passive perception 23.
Okay. And then I'm going to end my turn. There.
I guess technically that means you would not have had advantage, but we'll just play the flub as it lies. Go ahead, Ballard, your turn.
Well, he's unblinded anyways, because that blinded effect only lasts until my next turn. which
Well,
would
that's
be this
just
turn.
sticking it to me twice then. I don't like
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and run up, and I'm gonna run directly in your face.
that. Ooh, I've got legendary ointment. No, it's
Then
not
do
the
it.
same. I'm gonna interrupt with find the path.
Find the path to getting slashed by me. That is... I have to redo that damage. Hold on. Ignore that top damage. I had OC Expert Fighter selected. My bad. So it's just...
69.
So it's the slashing and the fire... Why did that not... Oh.
It's also a missed attack. My AC is 19 is what I was going to start to go with.
Oh, okay. Well then I will inspo that. Ignore that second one. I don't know why it rolled a second one. But it's that 15 plus 3 for the rage damage, so it's... So it's... what,
18 total, is that what
20
I'm looking at?
28 for the slashing and the expert fighter.
28 plus 3, is that correct
30.
then?
It's the slashing, the fire damage, and the expert fighter plus 3. I had the wrong thing selected, I'm sorry.
Okay. So 28, 31, 39 it looks like then.
Okay, yeah. And that's the first attack. I reselected the correct thing, so we don't have to go through that again.
Oh wait,
Sorry.
I'm almost another flub there. As devils, they're all immune to fire anyway.
Okay, then ignore the fire damage. All of that is correct damage, though, so...
Alright, were you going to, did you use inspiration or hero point
Yeah,
to
on
make
the-
that first one?
Inspiration on the first one, yeah.
Okay. And then otherwise, this is all rolling correct now?
Yeah, the second attack is all correct.
Very good. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
And bonus action attack is
And then he called it a day and let me live.
No.
Son of a...
Wow, you really grappled him.
Wow.
I just bitch slapped him.
I'm gonna try and phase out. Is there? This would be the best. I'm gonna have to put that in the suggestion box for Roll20. How I can like change the token color to like blue, or even like a bitchin' hot pink if I wanted. I'm gonna put in the suggestion box that I have a plaid option, so I can. They've gone to plaid.
Awesome, I love plaid.
40,
That is the end of Boward's turn, though.
48, 50, 63, 69 damage total. How about that?
Nice.
Ow! Ow! Okay, well, good news for Puck. There's still some action here for you. The bad news is, this guy's still alive.
Oh, boo. Okay, so we're gonna, give me 1 second.
Just a reminder, we had some flickering power here in this lab as well, so the lights are currently out for the most part, but there was a round or two where the lights fully came back on.
Cool, cool. I am gonna shoot some arrows at that guy. Hold on. Yeah, if you could, like... Is that able to?
Oh yeah, totally within range. What the heck is that? Well, that's a poor way to start. You have extra attack?
What would be a good extra attack? I'm sorry.
He's talking about the feature.
Correct, yeah, it would be on the right side of your character sheet. Might be scroll down towards the bottom. Let's see.
If you're a pure rogue, then you probably won't have one.
Correct.
Yeah, if you're a rogue, you won't have it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But,
do we want to burn the inspiration this early, or do we save it for later in the session?
Let's save it for later in the session. I don't want to, like, burn it too early.
Beautiful. Okay, who needs healing? Youngling's got a potion. Everybody looks okay right now. Ballard looks more than okay, as it looks like he's fucking sweating hit points at this point with his max HP upgrades. I shudder to think what John T's character is going to look like on Thursday night, because he was at 175 before this is kicked in.
I told y'all, if you thought he was reckless before, just saying, he gained 60 hit points, okay?
Sure. Did Jax's change? It looks like his, I can't tell if his were still the same.
Yeah, no, they went up. It's just, he's got wizard hit points, so...
Oh, sure.
Even with max, it's like, 3...
He's a wizard, Harry.
It's respectable, it's just not barbarian respectable.
Well, yeah, no.
Right.
He left that life behind a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
He went to school.
Yeah, he got more delicate.
I'm just gonna chill here by Xavier in case somebody decides to portal back from the 8th plane of hell and barrage him, so we'll just be present for some healing. The Aerobus Devil, this beautiful equine creature. I think Ballard has to be the target. Let's multi-attack here, and... I'm gonna break out the old Magic 8-Ball as a bonus action. What are the chances that I win this combat? Outlook not so good.
Probably not, no.
he sits down for a minute to ask the Magic 8-Ball that.
Just hold on, dude. Hold on, bro. Please, just bear with me. Actually, I've got this up constantly as well. I don't trust that Magic 8-Ball. What are my chances here? Outlook not so good. Damn it! Alright, let's bite. Hey, well that's about as good of a start as we can hope for. Our only hope is that you're not raging, which you are.
That 23 is also physical damage, right?
All of that is physical, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And then a con
You just
save.
got nibbled on by a horse.
Con save more than sufficient. We'll move to the claw. Nothing can stop the claw. Ballard's AC is better than that. Flail is... that's good. Bludgeoning and some acid. Important distinction there. And then we're just going to chuff and swing our giant horse's ass in your direction and do a stomp for another, I guess, 6 points of bludgeoning. And then we're going to action surge because it... oh no, we don't have fighter levels. Are you sure I don't have a chance here? Yeah, I guess this is more when you guys are seeking my advice.
They are seeking your death, not your advice.
Let's double check. Oh, this is an important... oh, wait, I think... I feel like I used all 3 of these already, but for whatever reason I didn't track it. But I feel I have a distinct recollection of just burning all 3 of those at once, so... we will not turn that one missed attack into a hit. Yeah, that was the only thing I was going to turn that one miss into a hit, but never mind, not too important. Jax, over to your turn.
Yes, do it and do that measly 9 damage.
Gonna
Ah!
move over to this square and...
You have one more, you get that flank.
oh, one more? Oh, darn, no, that's it. I only have 30.
Ah, dang it. Yeah, this guy's a little too large for you to get sufficiently pinned between the two of you here.
Okay. Alright, so first, so yeah, just gonna go for the first attack will be with Booming Blade.
Okay.
Is that a miss?
With -5 it is, yeah. 19 is what we're looking for.
Okay.
That's sufficient right there. 25, 35 damage.
Okay, and then...
oh, wouldn't you know it, I only have 33 HP.
oh, yeah.
And that guy is deleted back to the 9 hells. See ya.
Okay.
Xavier speaks out and he says, I feel the spell that I had put up to prevent those 2 demons from coming back was taken down. So be prepared, they may be showing up again soon.
Understood.
How long has it been since they left?
I think literally last round, and then Xavier popped up a counter, and then somehow they dispelled it. Or
So
one
at
of them
most it's
dispelled
been
it.
like, at most it's been like maybe 18 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay.
right now we're almost approaching 12 seconds.
Wow, nice.
Oh boy.
That also means that they have to be back from their plane shift, but they must have plane shifted somewhere just outside the range of the Forbiddens.
That is correct. Yeah, they would have to be in the vicinity to be able to dispel it.
End turn. Got nothing now.
Okay, Rala is up next in our order. What are you thinking? 25 feet elevation there. That's right, we did have a gaseous cloud that was starting to sweep out of the doorway. Everybody was trying to get above it, and then I believe the person who conjured it was killed or lost concentration.
It's gonna get you killed.
Oh, looks like Rala found the little maintenance passage here. Some pipes running maybe 2 feet, 3 feet high. Some of them just inches above ground level. Not anything too terribly difficult to navigate if you want to try to pass through there.
I wouldn't mind investigating this part. Wouldn't mind investigating this part, since it seems like they got everything handled over here.
Very cool. Yeah, so far it's as open and mundane as it appears. More pipes ahead. Looks like it exits out another passage up there with some more graded floors.
I think already in action and while ending my turn for right now.
Alright, what is the trigger condition for your ready?
Whenever something starts getting close to me.
Very good.
Alright, no one go near Rala.
What's up with Lovelar? I do not recall what the 4-round poison-ish looking effect is. I don't know if that was coming from this thing.
Yeah, it's coming from that. I failed my Constitution saving throw and then kept failing it, so I'm still poisoned from that thing.
Gotcha. Let me find that monster. I think we may have finished it off.
Yeah, it was the first thing we saw that I
It was that Knoll, yeah, that Knoll devil thing, the booed, yes, bonus action, 5-foot smear. Con save or be poisoned for 1d6 rounds. Okay, so that's literally all it is. It's the poisoned condition for that many rounds. Okay.
Yep, and all I am going to do is I'm going to move 40 feet to right here. Where are we at? What's going on? How are we doing? What are we fucking up? I have a ready action. I'm going to make that con save.
I think now that you have failed it, you're just stuck with this for the next 4 rounds.
Oh, I thought it was.
But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think if you successfully make it the first time, then you're immune to it for 24 hours, but now you're kind of stuck with it for 3 rounds. As Ark's turn comes up, what you planning? Or is what else is Lovelar got anything else going on?
Nope, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
All right, one last round of that.
I'm just gonna follow Rala up for right now.
Cool.
And that triggers Rala's ready to action, and he attacks Ark.
Yes, that is correct. Everybody kind of grits their teeth waiting for a portal or a teleport or something, and 6 seconds go by. 12, 18. Some of our epic subs begin healing HP. Lovelar's poisoned condition expires, and for now, all is clear.
Let's move as fast as we can, guys. I'll also chug a greater healing potion so I can get back up to full health.
Yep, let's keep moving.
This guy steps out of the
Door to
northern
the
passage right here, seemingly in response to Ballard's presence. And
I just hold my hand. I just hold my hand looking at Xavier, like to stop him from moving forward.
All right, I stop where I'm at.
That's our dude right there. That's going to prompt another initiative order.
I yelled at Youngling to close the door behind him.
Man, this guy is, or these guys are consistently good on their initiative. The Ink Devils, not so much.
Yeah, I'm rolling like shit for my initiatives right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking a little bit of this as well. Oh, that's more like it. And it just wouldn't be a party without one of you. Aw, why don't you roll better? Let's count on you. Let's sort that out again. I don't see any ties. What do we got? 6 of you. 4 of me. I don't have Youngling yet. Although there should be 7 of you with Arc, so I think we're missing somebody. Not too shabby. 18 there. Still no ties. Everybody check through the initiative. Make sure that you are accounted for. If you're satisfied, then we can proceed. I thought we were missing somebody. Maybe not.
We are. Rala
We're missing
isn't
Rala.
in the, yeah, Rala isn't.
Well, what the heck, Rala? Don't you want to go? You're just going to ready
Arc is
forever?
in there, but not Rala.
Rala don't want to participate.
What's up?
I don't think he rolled initiative for Rala, it sounds like.
He did. He rolled a nat 20.
That went
Arc.
on to that one for Arc.
Wait, did Wallace not get registered?
Not that we're seeing.
Oh, 17. Yeah, he did roll. Okay. Yeah, it was originally a 17.2. But there's
No,
no...
Arcs has changed.
You probably have Arc highlighted or something.
Yeah,
Really?
Rala's just never got added in to begin with. Alright, 1 second. Got that. Triple check for no ties. That's a close one, but nope. Alright, now we can begin. Xavier has been told to stand back, and now you got the first turn of the initiative.
That spell, so I just got to double check with Wish. You can only cast the equivalent of an 8th level or lower spell, right?
Correct.
And that invulnerability spell is a 9th level spell?
It is.
Dope. Alright, that won't work then. Well, he's telling me to wait, so I'm going to hold my action, I guess, then. If any of the enemies come within view of me, I'm going to blast them with my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, well, our friend standing up at the top of the hall here. That's just nasty. I could see a particularly devious GM in a 9 Hells campaign making use of this ability rather cleverly. I don't see how it would ever apply in our situation, but yeah, that's pretty nasty. Okay, we're gonna target Ballard with... Let's do this one right here. An intelligence saving throw. 14 psychic damage.
What's the DC?
It is 16.
I'll just inspo it.
Oh, 2 inspos in 30 minutes. Burn 'em. Alright, no feeble mind there. Well, damn it, that was my best thing. I'm gonna run back through here. Hey guys! There's people out there! Go get them! That will bring it to Ark's turn.
Alright then. Ark. Not wrong. Ark is gonna. Ark is gonna move a couple spaces here. Yeah. Probably do a dash action while we're at it. And see that? Oh, look at that! Nothing's here. Things are clear here, guys. Nice. As I end my turn.
Alright. I like how Ballard just doesn't say anything at all. Puck, how about you?
I'll let him figure out by himself.
So, this probably sounds like the dumbest thing ever, but I lost the party because I was wrangling my cat. So I just kind of dragged myself into where Rala is. So I am going to attempt to try to find a way to, is that goat thing, whatever it is, able to be attacked, or is it not? Is it like untouchable? Like if you go to attack it, it just builds back up health, or?
I mean, in character, we don't know. We haven't attacked it yet. Out of character, the icon on it was gone, so.
Cool. I'm gonna drag my ass out and I'm gonna fight this bitch.
I just visualize a pixie come flying out with boxing gloves on, being like, "Come on, I'm gonna take you."
She's like, "Fight me, Helen."
The action was to the east, just FYI.
Yeah, all the attacks and all that were over on your right side.
That makes it even more comical.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Am I going the right way or what?
Nope.
No, you wanted to go east through the passage?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright. Sorry, y'all. I drank stupid juice today, so I am out of it.
I think you were like right here at the start of your turn, so you could start from there. And then, yeah, go ahead and move it on 30 feet. Bonus action dash for another 30 if you want to exit the corridor. Ark is already at the egress there.
I'll do a dash.
Corridor is clear. There's an open door up here.
But I don't want to like take up too much time or use up all my spaces. But would I be able to go up there?
You have, let's see. That's 60 feet. You have your action left. You could take a third move and get 25 up to the door and have another 5 feet to play with if you want to do move, move, move.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Well, you're floating up pretty high
shit.
there, so you got to kind of like do a little acrobatics to kind of peer through the door that is not quite 25 feet high, but yeah, you can certainly see some fiendish activity going on inside of there.
Yeah. Because I feel like I took up too much time, I'm just gonna end my turn there with movement, and then I'll do attacking.
Okay. Well, your move that is all your move right there. Or I'm sorry, that is your entire turn.
Sounds good.
Yeah, in lieu of attacking, you did a third move option right there is how that goes. Lovelar, over to you.
So I have a question on how you do held actions. If a held action would go off during my turn, would that take my action from the turn, or would that take my reaction, or what would that take?
The held action or the ready action typically expires at the start of your turn, so those mechanical overlaps almost never occur.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize that held actions ended on turn. Okay. Cool.
Right, because you typically take them if you don't see a lot to do on your turn, and then the initiative ticks on, and if it gets all the way back to your turn without that action having been triggered, the action is just lost, and it's the start of a new turn to where you can just do a whole new action economy.
Gotcha. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 30 feet and see. And I'm going to end up right here.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that a hallway that continues down?
Yeah, the hallway continues south, and the hallway continues east off of the map. It certainly does.
Okay, Jen, just as a free action, I'm going to say to Ballard and the others, I'm like, maybe we should ignore these guys and just keep on moving down. This, whatever's happening, seems very time sensitive. The faster we get to it, the better off we are.
I mean, if you feel like that's what we should do. I'm still just gonna keep protecting regardless. I'll follow the mass of the group.
And then I'm just gonna hold my action again, and if anything comes within my view, or if any demons, fiends come within my view, I'm just gonna cast Banishment.
Oh, damn. Alright. Well, that's unnecessarily cruel.
And that's the end of my turn.
Banishment.
Now it is Raleigh's turn.
All right. I don't have much to move upon, and since I'm pretty small, so I'm just gonna move what I can. Since I have 30 feet. And I'll end my turn for here since I can't do much. And since I don't want to waste, since I'm already holding an action.
Alright, keep holding. Did Holden Caulfield come to the party? Are you Wilden Holden?
Gotta keep holding.
Youngling will stop over here and gaze into the ethereal where only we can see the ghostly visage of what used to be Priu right here, chilling out in the tunnel of safetitude. Alright, we'll move up. Nobody's injured. I have no purpose. Let's action dash. And send it to Ballard's turn.
Alright, let's measure real quick.
He's checking to see if he's got enough speed to run up, go beat up the demons and devils, and then come all the way back to guard some more.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just look at Xavier and just say, I'll be back.
Xavier, no.
That's not how you say it. I'll be back.
I can't do the voice, okay?
Don't bullshit me.
So then you gotta get a nasally voice and be like, I'll be back.
I'll just run directly up to him.
He shouts out an infernal, "Good news, fellas! He's come to us!"
And he gets it. He's like, "Oh crap!"
I'll respond in infernal. Well, I guess it's time then. That's directly to his face.
No! What do I have for reaction here? Gimme. That's not helpful.
I'm gonna inspo that.
Damn, 3 of them just burning every 15 minutes. Whew. Okay.
I don't care, I got a lot of them.
Yeah, they'll go
It's
quick.
called consistency.
Well, we're certainly... Well, I'm going to guess we're immune to fire.
Yeah, I presume you're immune to fire. I
we
would be
are-
surprised if you weren't.
We're resistant to fire. That's interesting.
Well, at least I'll get some
Right.
pretty decent damage off of the crit for the fire.
It's 116, 18. Wow, 118 points of damage. My max is 119. So yeah, that grappling appendage can just stay where it is.
Tickle.
I'm gonna just like slowly poke him with the grappling appendage.
Come on, double natural ones. No! Boonk!
Oh my god.
Alright, at least you didn't have to spend the inspo for that one. Good gracious.
I'm just gonna look around the room and just be like, who's next?
So was that 2 crits with the grappling appendages in 2 combat rounds?
Yes,
Ouch.
that's my turn.
Alright, it's our turn here, and we're all just gonna... Oh my god! Ah! No.
I mean, it would be
I'm
fitting.
gonna clear ass to the other side of the room.
That would make sense. They just watched their boss get like slaughtered.
Oh man, that's funny. Let's... Well, we were kind of prepared to do this anyway, because we thought we were going to be in for a long march for a couple rounds. So instead of that, instead of marching and then doing this, we're going to do this and then move. So each of them will... Whoosh. Pay no attention to where the health bars are. You have no idea. I love that still 8 years later I can put up a Last Jedi post on Facebook and just dig out all the inflammatory and hated Star Wars fans. Or the Star Wars haters.
I presume that if they're invisible, I wouldn't be able to make an attack against them if they run past me.
Correct. Unless, well, what is your passive perception? Because we are going to contest.
20.
Alright. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Undo. There. That's funny now, even I can't see them.
Invisible, huh?
They're thinking,
Good to know.
out of sight, out of mind. He can't get us if he can't see us.
We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us. Okay, there we go. I've got that solved. What is our stealth? Invisibility will help. Otherwise, oh, we're almost as even on stealth as you are on perception. We got that. We got this. Ooh. You guys mind holding on for 10 minutes?
No.
Sure.
Cast a planar ally spell?
I am not reading. No.
But it took me years to get the components for this spell. You guys can surely wait 10 minutes while I summon a powerful ally.
Wait till he gets to 9 minutes 30 seconds and poke him to disrupt his concentration. Fuck!
Oh man! All right.
I'm just gonna use the pursuit.
I
to
do
fucking run next
apologize.
to him.
I'm having a little fun here. I hope everybody else is too. Bear with me for another diversion here. I know.
It's all
I know
good.
Mike in particular will be able to appreciate this one, considering he plays LARPs. Back in my LARP days, I had a years-long storyline come to a conclusion where my character and his twin brother, we based ourselves off of Caramon and Raceland in the Dragonlance tale.
Yep.
I trapped him inside of our cabin because I was convinced that this new character was using him for nefarious purposes, and he was not listening to reason, so I warded our cabin against all outside intrusion, and I locked just myself in there with him to try to get to the root of the issue. My character was also possessed by an evil entity, which was part of the whole overreaction, but that's a side tale. The town itself and all the rest of the adventurers over the adventuring weekend became concerned enough that they gathered a powerful mage to try to come and dispel this ward, which has a literal 1 hour in-game casting time and a substantial fee of gold pieces. So they bring this caster in, everybody's gathered around, and people are still trying to plead with us through the cabin throughout the 1 hour casting. It gets to about 40-45 minutes, and I say the command words, Circle recognizes, which the character's name was Catador. Circle recognizes Catador to enter the ward. And this is the low intelligence barbarian character who I knew would frickin' fall for it. And for whatever reason, the 30 or so characters gathered around, it was like they were frozen in time as he walked through the ritual circle that the epic mage was trying to use to dispel my ward. And as soon as a character breaks that circle who's not recognized into it, it destroys that ritual. So it was the perfect thing. Anybody outside the cabin just heard me maniacally laughing. And then the door opens up and Catador steps in, and I can just see the head of the plot team who was conjured out of his dead sleep at 2 a.m. to play this NPC. And he sits in a cross-legged position for 45 minutes doing this damn ritual, all only for it to be ruined by the intrusion of a stupid-ass barbarian. I could just see the look on his face of like, you've got to be kidding me! So,
I
yes,
love that stuff. That is always so funny.
That was one of my my cream of the crop LARP stories right there. All right.
Nice.
So that's that, and yes, your passive perception, we are going to have to roll some stealth checks here. Some of us might try to get past you. Well, damn it. I'm going to convert that to an attack roll.
So one made it past.
The invisibility does give us a nice handy +10 to stealth.
Does it? Like,
Okay. Our movement is not our friend in this situation, though. If anybody's got true sight, it's a good time to let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pass the torch over to Jax here, and we'll just pick up with those pesky ink devils another time.
I do have something to deal with their invisibility.
And one moment before Jax fully goes here, I forgot to reveal the tiny extension to the map. Lovelar is now close enough to it. Jax is also close enough to it. Technically, once you guys got to the doorway here, you could start to see it. But this is, what, another 95 feet? I think that's 19 squares.
Wow, map is really slow for me for some reason.
Yuck.
Yeah, I can't see half the Lovelar.
Oh, it's 20 squares.
Oop, the map update just took out all of my vision other than where I am.
Okay, so I didn't have a straight passageway to match the theme of this map here, so I just created this tiny little extension. Narrow passageway continues 20 feet wide, 30 feet high, and it looks like at the far end is an elevator. I think Lovelar is the only one who can see the elevator, but Jax is close enough that he can certainly see the passageway itself. And if the map did do any trickery for any of your characters here, just do a page reload. That should reset any issues.
Okay. Right. Jax will say to Lovelar, where did Bullet go?
He just kind of gives an exasperated sigh and shrugs.
All right. I suppose we can continue to stay here. Actually, does he have a sense of where the Nexus might be?
It is below your current position.
Oh, okay. And there's an elevator that Jax can see.
I don't know if Jax can see that far, but Lovelar just in front of him sees it, so there's no reason you guys can't communicate to each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jax says, the Nexus is below us. I suppose Ballard has gone to see if there's a way down.
There's an elevator right here.
Ballard! There's an elevator here. Come on, let's go.
I have more things to smash. You just hear that down the hallway.
There's no time. Stop playing with your toys and let's get serious.
They went invisible.
We need to get down as soon as possible, Laurag.
All right. Yeah. So he's gonna action dash and move the 30 towards the elevator.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that's it.
All right. Do follow the instructions once you make your way into the hallway. And then we'll pass it over to way the heck down here. You guys told me there was a combat. I've been waiting my turn patiently for a long time. I'm just gonna get involved.
What?
That's not useful.
Come into view. Just come into view. That's all I need. Just come into view.
Feet. Let's action dash. 30 feet. Hey, look!
Hey, look, that's in my view. Banishment.
What's going on
God,
up
that's
here?
so funny.
Hey, everybody, let's party. Post it up. Let's check our saving through. Charisma. You wouldn't think it to look at this, but this is one smooth, handsome SOB.
Minus the piggy like nose.
That's my way of saying I like his odds. What is your DC for the saving throw here?
17.
Son of a bitch. Even with disadvantage, he made the save with a mighty +9 to his charisma save.
Lovelar is just gonna flip him off.
He responds in Infernal.
He's gonna hold up.
Go ahead.
No, he's just gonna hold up his shield and his fucking hammer and just flip him off.
He responds in Infernal. Oh, come on, just let me play. I just want to play. That was our entire turn getting to that point, though. And then the other, also you wouldn't think it to look at him, but also smooth talking, handsome SOB. Yeah, let's try to get into the action here. At least you're a little faster. No, that doesn't help. Okay, looks like we're also doing a move and a move. 40 feet to there. 15, 25 to get there. And 40 feet to get there. Both of these devils appear to be ground-based. They have taken their entire turn. We'll pass it to Xavier.
May I metagame for a hot second?
What's up?
Don't go down that hallway to fight them. I have some very tasty AoEs.
Okay, well that's fine.
Wasn't planning on it.
My plan, as I had said to everybody else, was to get down. So I'm going to holler once again. Everybody, follow Jax and Lovelar. And then I'm going to do a teleport. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To there is my bonus action. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as my normal move. And
Oh my
5,
god.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as my action.
Oh my god.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Hut, 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 hut. Yeah, which one do you put that on the map right there? That's not cool. Lovelar's trying to, like, do stuff. Ark, your turn.
Well, you sure as hell gonna fall. You sure as hell gonna follow Xavier's advice. Going on the action dashing here.
Make sure to follow the instructions.
Oh my god.
Do it now!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You think this is the real hallway? It is.
I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay. And Puck, it has come to your turn again.
Alrighty, I'm going to gripingly go with Lovelar and all of them. And we'll just make movement my turn this time.
You can certainly do what you did last time if you want to hustle. You can do move, 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 and head off east into that narrow corridor. Rogues get that luxury. They can typically move around a little faster.
Yeah, and you can detect traps and make the elevator work for us.
Right, or trigger any traps.
That's
You can get ahead of everybody and then
true.
trigger the trap that somebody else might have triggered. I think is what Jack was meaning to say.
Please
Could I
figure
do
it out
that?
for us, because we don't know traps.
Gotcha. I am on my way to do that. How far is this little thing here the elevator?
This is the elevator, indeed. Yeah, there's just a simple button pad right here on the
Okay.
exterior. The doors are currently closed.
So am I just checking for traps, or am I needing to do a little tinkering around here?
Well, let's check
Well,
real quick.
I don't know if you're close enough to push the buttons or not, but I think pushing the button to call the elevator would be the best bet.
Correct. I think actually right here would be the extent of how far you could get, so you would still be just a skosh behind everybody else.
Cool.
Is your movement 30? Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Gotcha. My bad. I'm actually doing it based off of a 40-foot movement. This is one long passageway. 90 to actually get you over here next to Arc.
And she was actually in front of the doorway, not behind it, so she would be starting here instead of the...
Oh, gotcha.
Where you
So
had it.
technically one extra
Yeah.
square forward progress from where I pinged here in the hallway then.
Yeah, no, all good. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, show. So yeah, you could technically be like right here. Getting closer. What is your passive perception with Puck?
Give me 1 second to give you my passive PP.
Okay.
Didn't know it was that kind of stream, but okay.
It's the passive PP. Goes right with the grappling appendage, I guess.
Sounds like a fun time. Love's into it.
I grappled you, did I?
You almost sounded like Yoda there for a second.
I suck at
That's what I
voices,
heard.
so I just do it in my normal voice.
So my
Grappled
passive,
you, I did.
my passive is 12.
Okay. Nothing obviously trap-like ahead that you're able to detect.
Cool.
What a great
Alright.
thing to say.
Yeah. And Lovelar, what are you thinking?
So I have a question for you, DM.
Me?
When you use an item that holds a spell, is that and you use that item that holds a spell, is that technically casting?
I believe it's using an item as the action.
No. Fine. Whatever.
I could be mistaken, but I think that's what it is. It might be using an item to cast a spell, so it could just be interchangeable in that respect. I'm not entirely positive. It's not something we encounter every session.
Are you talking about, like, if you are using it to cast a spell, are you thinking of a class feat or something that affects the spell that you cast?
Exactly. I'm a sorcerer. Like,
yes, you should still be able to use that because you're technically casting the spell. It's just you item interact to cast it from the item, but it is still you
DM
casting a spell.
DM, what say you?
DM.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to cast Fireball. Centered in a way that I'm going to use a bead from my necklace of Fireball and cast it.
You are aware that these are fiends, which are most likely immune to fire, right?
So, like, I know that. I was about to be really bitchy, but don't worry. I'm going to cast it in a way that it can get both of them.
Sure.
And then because I'm casting it, I'm going to transmutate spell into thunder damage.
Oh.
So give me a dex save. I'm going to need a dex save DC of 17.
Okay.
Thunderballs.
I was about to make the same interjection that Richter was, but I was like, oh, I think I see where he's going with this.
Give me elemental spells.
Wow, good spot there, because you wouldn't think it to look at him, but, and I guess I'm just going to peel back the meta here a little bit, but this motherfucker here is also immune to cold damage. So good job not going the antithetical route there. Dexterity saves. Hey, it's the only one I'm proficient in. Oh, wait, that's the wrong devil. Oh, I'm proficient in it and better than the other guy. All right. Aha! And for the big ugly, also proficient. And, of course, we have that going for us.
Okay, now.
I think half
Lovelar.
damage.
Do you have anything that maxes out that thunder damage? Come on, baby. Let me know you do.
I do, but it's not worth it to do it on a save.
Okay.
Because it'll still do like 51. It'll do 51 damage at max. I'm not really into wasting my one channel divinity.
Sure.
But
Makes sense.
it's 8d6 for.
You just gotta roll a bunch of sixes, that's all. then you still hold on to it.
That so reminds me of the best roll I've ever done on a fireball in a game was I rolled the 8 die 6 and I got 7 6s and a 5.
Wow, I've never seen that.
It was so epic that my group of people that we played with
So
in
13
person took
damage.
a photo of it.
Gotcha, we'll take that. And any movement from Levlar?
I would love to move. I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm gonna stay behind. If we're getting chased from the back, I don't want people getting caught up in my fun.
All right.
So that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, I think the most epic die roll I ever saw, and I think I've seen it superseded here, but only on Roll20 with digital dice, was the 3 natural 20s in a row from the level 1 orc henchman, because back in 3E they had that leadership feat, and one of my players playing an orc picked it up, and he wanted to be like the tribal chief and have all of his orc henchmen with him, and his lowest level henchman got a hit confirmed by the natural 20 on the crit, and then our house rule was if you rolled a 3rd natural 20, you instantly killed whatever you were attacking, and the foe was a great worm red dragon, so this level 1 orc henchman just instantly leveled up to like 7. It was the most epic thing.
Jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So-
he was almost higher level than the tribal chief at that point. He's like, okay, this is now my bodyguard and my number 2, but yeah, he can't level up any higher.
So, anyways, we start to cast Misty Step, but I'm in the sorcery point.
That
Or-
tracks.
Which will double my range. Misty.
Boonk.
Bella is not messing around. Because her husband is down under. She is not wasting any time.
That end a turn for you there?
And yeah, that will end it.
Alright. Youngling will likewise hustle, hustle, hustle. Bring it over to Ballard, back over here in Invisible Land.
Who said they wanted to play? Well, I see directions, so I'm going this way. Punching him.
You literally
Yes.
see the rest of your party down the hallway, and you're like, "Oh, monsters! Get them!"
I hope he follows the other directions too.
Does the 18 hit him?
It does. We are
Okay.
back to immune to fire. Take it. Ow!
That is the wrong attack. That's OP, OJ.
Oh, okay.
That
That's
third
better.
one is the correct attack, sorry.
That's better.
Misclick.
Alright, we'll take that one.
And then bonus action, I'll slap him.
Slap the appendage again.
That stupid thing.
What?
That slapling appendage. Slapping appendage.
You want me to rename it? That's the end of my turn.
Alright, just keep following the instructions.
Why is his tail in the front?
Okay, I got invisible guys here. He has no idea.
I ain't run into any of them on the way out, did I?
You did not.
Okay.
And just for clarification, they all have plus 10 to stealth from the rolls that you did earlier, so they're all in their 20s for stealth?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, as long as they are moving at half speed. Because you have to, unless you have like a rogue ability that supersedes that, but these guys are more casters than anything in that respect. That will be our turn. Jax, it's your turn.
All right. We'll keep moving.
Come on, everybody, we've got to keep moving. Gotta.
All right. I can't seem to move my screen further. So, can you action dash me to Jack to further on? For some reason, my screen is just not allowing me to move further than this.
Very strange. Did you do a page reload?
Twice.
Very weird. Huh. Well, thankfully, we're almost off this map. Unless Ballard has to stay and kill everything. Okay.
Look, he put an enemy in front of me. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Let's do it. Devilish weapons. Yep. That is happening. Is this? Sure, let's start off with a little bit of that. Dial up the clock.
He's choosing me, right?
Yes.
Pikachu, I choose you!
Oops. Gotta remind myself of that too. And then movement is extra, which gives us that extension for flank. Bonus the free attack from the new haste. We're gonna break out a flaming Gransewer and slice out one time. Damn! Well, the damage isn't that great.
And it sucks for him too, because I'm resistant to all of that.
That's funny. Well, 38 as it shows, less what you can resist. The other devil on the flank side. What is Ballard's strength score?
30.
Thought so. Yeah, this will be interesting. If it comes to it.
Clash of the Titans. We're gonna arm wrestle.
Yeah, this thing is pretty strong. And it appears to be some kind of nightmare wrapped in chains built of cutting cogs and whirling gears. It is howling like a hurricane up close in battle. It appears to perhaps be a chain devil, but better.
It's a fucking ugly weapon.
Look at that open gut right there with all those serrated gears in there.
So if I kind of just like stick my sword inside of there and just like stop the gears from moving, does he just automatically die?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Or your sword gets destroyed. What is this bullshit? I've never seen this on a character sheet. Look at this. I'm going to copy it over. It used to be I could click these just like you guys do and post it, but now I have to do a copy-paste. Dark vision, 120 feet. Passive perception, undefined. So I just get to decide? Like, yeah,
Well,
I got
what's
40.
his-
I have 40 passive perception.
That's not. What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, let's bite first. It's going to be a natural 20 anyway. We all know that. That ain't no natural 20. Ugh. Okay,
then
let's
also
try
hitting.
claw attack. There's that natural 20. Resistions. And we're going to try a whip attack.
Whip it good.
Jeez. 30-30, want to talk to you about Deltron Zero Hero. Not no small feat.
And that is the
Grappled.
big guy attacking right now?
It is.
Okay.
Grapple. We got that. At the start of, okay. Undefined PP. And we're going to break out our own grappling appendage. Oh wait, we already used it. It's the whip. Okay, that's the top of another round. Xavier, back to you.
Okay. I see Ballard. Well, no, I don't see Ballard because the gloom, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can see that far. I mean, if you can see him with your token, you can see him, but I think he's out of your line of sight, actually. Yeah.
It's 70 feet to this guy, so if the gloom is in effect down here, I can only see to here.
Oh, is that... Huh. Yeah, that would be correct.
All right, then I'm going to, again, as my free action, holler to everyone. We are almost there. I'm then going to run over to the elevator. Oops, hold on.
That's right, it's using your default 120 vision. That's why you're able to see that far. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
I will hit the button on the elevator to call it.
And the world explodes in a mighty cacophony of ding, and the door opens up, revealing the elevator. Ah, I had you fooled there.
All right, then I moved from here, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to yell to everybody to get in, and I'm going to ready an action in case any enemies show up. I'm actually going to stand in the doorway, I think, and let them actually use double move to get through me. He is not in there.
Hi, can I get a lift? I don't want to take the stairs, because, you know.
He probably has asthma.
So many stairs!
Yeah, I'm going to ready my action in case any enemies come within my range.
All
But
right.
other than that, that's the end of my turn.
Very good. And I did mean to send it to our halftime at the start of that round, so we'll just inch into that round, and then we'll take our 10-minute here and catch up with you shortly, friends, with some more Are You Gaming?
Oh,
Right, I'm going to reboot my PC and see if I can get this thing working properly.
Oh, and I totally forgot about the additions for the superpowers. So I forgot to add that to my character sheet for expert fighter. So this is about to get even more interesting. Considering I can straight up make him vulnerable to my damage from this attack, turning his... I mean, rules is written, I think it shouldn't work that way, but rules is written that means I could do fire damage to the demon and make him vulnerable to fire damage, which would be hilarious, but...
Losing vulnerability like that is to a DM. It's like DM to DM. Like, some people don't do it at all. Some people, it's like you have to have like 3 instances of weakness.
Yeah.
Or like...
Yeah, no. Rules is written, that's how it would be written, but I mean, I don't... Because it says, if I put an inspiration point into it, your target is vulnerable to your damage from this attack. I read that as, sure, that works for any resistances and normal damage, but if the thing's already invulnerable to it, that shouldn't affect it. That shouldn't change it. It should still be invulnerable to whatever it's invulnerable to. So, Like for
That
the
comes down
demons,
to that comes
it's-
down to wording on both the item that you're using and the count of invulnerability.
yeah.
Because there are some like legendary actions where it's like make yourself invulnerable to all damage, and because it's a legendary action, that supersedes everything. But if it's like run of the mill invulnerable to fire damage, it can be reduced. It just depends on what the invulnerability says and what the attack says specifically.
I have returned. What was it we were talking about?
I was just saying that I forgot to put in the extra tidbits for my expert fighter superpower.
Ah, I see.
For the force point, if I add it, I can increase the damage by 1d6, bringing it to 4d6. And then if I add an inspiration point, the target is vulnerable to your damage from this attack.
Oh, and so it was the talk about the invulnerability versus that. Is that what you guys were just saying?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, rules as written, the way that's written is that he would lose his invulnerability to fire and be vulnerable to fire with that attack, which rules as intended, that makes absolutely no sense. So we were just talking about that.
Right. So that comes into the whole first in, first out type thing.
Yeah, I mean, the way I was saying is that if I use that, sure, if he's resistant or if it's just normal damage, yeah, those are totally fine to be like counted as vulnerable. But if the thing's already invulnerable to something, that shouldn't be able to bypass it. That just sounds wrong. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Possibly. I remember reading at some point somewhere that there was something about that where the better effect takes effect, but I might be thinking of a different game altogether. So the invulnerability would kind of cancel out the making them vulnerable to the actual damage.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Though that would be an interesting way to get around the invulnerability spell. What do? I make you vulnerable to fire. Whoosh.
Well, because we were saying like the fiends are invulnerable to fire damage, specifically fire damage, and my flame tongue sword does fire damage. Is the only reason why we're bringing that up.
Yep, makes sense.
But then again, rules as intended. I don't think they should take the fire damage even using that. But then again, a fucking fire elemental isn't even vulnerable to fire damage. He's just resistant. Because that makes sense.
Yeah, the 5th edition did change a few things to not
Fucking
make as much sense.
Let's put it this way. Fucking Yuan-Ti are immune to poison damage. Cool. The only reason why I say that is to say that they've given a race an immunity to a damage. Now we move to fire genasies that are literally made of fire and are only resistance to fire.
Well, they're partially made of fire. Fire genasi is not fully a fire elemental type thing. It is like a hybrid of human and elemental. But again, that's the same type of argument of like tieflings. They're resistant to fire because their heritage is infernal, right? But a lot of infernals are immune to fire. So it's weakened because of the quote-unquote pollution of the blood, because they're no longer pure infernal. They're now half infernal and half human.
I mean, to be fair, if we're going to open up that whole gate, we should really talk about elves being part Fae.
Yes, they are fake creatures, actually, not just part.
I know, there's
It's
just
just
I just complain too much. There's way too many inconsistencies in the 5th edition, so
all games have inconsistencies. Have you ever heard of rifts?
don't make me fucking go on about fucking video games with inconsistencies.
Oh no, Rifts is a role-playing game, but it has so many different things that are inconsistent and so much power gap depending on what class or what race you choose.
Oh yeah, Palladium never bothered with balancing in any respect. It's very easy to min-max yourself into something super cool.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's exactly it. You can play these glorious characters that you want to play, but it is literally made to be a power gamer's game.
Oh yeah, the whole SDC MDC mechanic I always thought was pretty cool. I've thought about trying to introduce something like that to D&D, but it would be a little clunky, I feel like.
Well, here's the thought that I would say with that. If you really wanted to do it, because one MDC is equivalent to 100 SDC.
Right.
So any character that only deals SDC damage, to actually harm anything that has MDC, you'd have to do a minimum of 100 damage per attack.
Yeah. I liked the old analogy that they had in the book trying to explain SDC, MDC. They're like, imagine a tank and you have a baseball bat or a rubber ball or a semi-automatic weapon. You're still dealing SDC against an MDC rated piece of equipment. Your weapon just keeps bouncing off and doing no damage unless you can somehow manage to do 100 points in a single swing.
Now you take that recoilless rifle, which does, what was it, 1 die 4 times 100 damage? Now you're able to actually take a chunk out of the MDC, but it's going to be a little chunk, because it's still only 4 MDC at max.
Yeah, you need a glitter boy rifle. I do miss Palladium. That character building will never take longer in any system ever again compared to Palladium, I feel like.
So, speaking of character building, when I was in grade 10 computer class, I was taught how to become a super user so that I could just borrow people's programming to do my assignments, and I ended up spending the entire semester just writing 7 pages of programming for character creation for Heroes Unlimited, where you just had to put your name in and what you wanted your character's name to be, and it auto-generated all your stats, your level of education, all this other stuff like that. It was insane what I had done with that. And I even put a cheat code in, so if you put my name in, you had extras. If you put my friend's name in because he wanted a cheat code for himself, it would never roll higher than a 12.
Yeah, Palladium was the first system where I legit found use for a die 30 as well, because the attack range became so crazy that it became necessary, we felt, to bring in a die 30 instead of a die 20.
Understandable.
Good times. So Xavier took his turn. That brings it to Ark. If you are back, we are back. Let's check in.
All right then, Ark is just gonna action dash to the elevator. Just straight on in.
Hey, Xavier, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $21.
I'll allow it. Okay, anything else, Ark?
That's about it.
Okay, over to Puck.
Woo, so are we still checking for traps, or are we good?
Apparently we're good. They just opened up the elevator and went in.
Dope! I'm gonna go in.
Alright, I'm going to take these 25-foot elevations off your characters. This hallway, while 30 feet high, the elevator door is your usual 10 feet, 12 feet elevation.
Alrighty, and I think I'm gonna end my turn there.
Excellent. Lovelar down at the western edge here. Ballard's got himself flanked and grappled. He's doomed.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
He only has
All right, Ballard.
166 HP left.
Not a huge fan of leaving someone behind, especially because we don't know if you're being flanked even more. You know what? Let's have a fun little thing. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Did I give you a token for one of those yet?
Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you've made use of this yet, possibly. Let's check. Oops, that's the wrong. Okay. Which devil are you targeting? Hasty haste. That will hit. Force damage. We take all of. We'll get that. Any preference on type of spiritual weapon? I may have something.
Can we do a scythe? I love me a scythe. Scythes are cool.
I do have that.
Love me a scythe.
Not only that, but I got an animated scythe.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
Okay, so let's get that. I'm going to create a permanent character sheet for this. So future uses, you can just drag this right onto the board.
Perfect.
Takes an extra few moments right now. Saves us a lot of time in the long run. I'm also going to put said character sheet directly beneath yours in the journal.
Fun.
Make it
We love
easier to
that.
find. And there it is. So yeah, anytime you need it, if you accidentally delete this one, you can just drag that character sheet onto the board just like your own and deploy the animated scythe. Okay, attack, got it. That's just your bonus action. What else?
That's right. Attacking with my spiritual weapon is just a bonus action.
Correct. It is casting a spell, so technically if you wanted to do another magic, you can only do a cantrip, but you do still have your action and your move.
You know what? I'm going to cast Lightning Lure.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. You would need to move a little closer. This guy's 20 feet out from you. And then I need a strength save. Jeez, this guy's buff AF as well. Gosh, here's hoping Snake Eyes. It's pretty much the only. Oh my god!
Plus 11.
Like, that's the only way he's gonna fail to save. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay.
No, it's I have a 17 DC, not a 13.
Oh, is that correct?
Yep.
Well, that still sucks for him, because yeah, I guess we'll choose which natural one we're gonna use. Lightning damage is not one that we are resistant or immune. So we'll take 14, we get pulled in closer.
Perfect. And since I made an attack roll, I don't get, or is it only melee? Oh.
Are you talking about for mobile?
Yes, it only counts for melee, so I guess I'm in melee with this guy now. Fuck.
That's right. I
I
guess I'll check my concentration for my haste. I think we're okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That will be the end of my turn.
Alright, 1 second.
Yingling, you might want to stick around for this, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but I think Yingling should stay by love for this one. I just have a feeling this is gonna do double my health.
As for
Rala,
Rala, she's not wasting any time. Literally action dash, bolting it to the elevator with an action.
Yep. And yes, I do think Youngling will stay close by here, anticipating that this is where the action is. This is where I might be needed. Ballard's turn.
Well, this thing thinks he wants to grapple me, so I'm gonna show him why it's probably not a smart idea.
Come on, let's be friends.
You sound like the fucking main character from fucking King of the Hill.
Let's really be friends.
No.
What the hell, Bobby? That's not even my impression. Ouch. That's right, we're only resistant to fire. Okay.
How about another crit?
Oh dear. I think that's gonna be it. 26. Yep. Way more than we can
ever
survive.
roll crits with Ballard. What the fuck? I just run. What? No, screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Stop it. You're moving my screen. Stop
That's right. Keep going. Do it.
I'm gonna run up on this guy and just look past him and just say, I hope you don't mind, at level R, and just smack him with the grappling appendage.
Alright. Oh dear. Wow. 5, 15,
Nice.
5.
I hate you.
Ow! Yeah, that'll hurt.
My turn.
Okay.
I hate
7.
you.
That's 7
so
already this session.
I hate you. Hate you. I remember this every single time that I remember that I rolled 3 nat 1s in a row for a weapon attack. Every nat 20 is just like another stab.
Oh man, this is
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, sorry. I've got my invisible ink devils going right now. But their turn order has been removed because they're invisible.
Alright.
Oh god. Okay, so Ballard and Lovelar both hear devilish laughing coming from pretty close by, right around the corner up here. It would appear that 3 out of the 4 of our invisible devil friends just couldn't help but bust into hysterics upon watching some of the elder devils that really don't treat us too kind. We're not friends. We're devils. We have to work together because senior devil says so. But yeah, we're not friends, so we quite got a thrill out of that happening. And upon realizing that Ballard and Lovelar can clearly hear us and know where we're at, we're gonna hustle off north back down that corridor. You guys can hear many footsteps rushing off in this direction, possibly ending somewhere up in here. As we found it funny, but we're not interested in participating in that. So now it's Jax's turn.
So they were like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Those guys are CR2. They're meant to be just easily freaking disposed, and at this point in the combat, they're not supposed to be the last thing standing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 45, 30. And then going to action dash to the... yeah, no. I'll just leave him here so that he can actually use his polearm if need be. Entered.
The weight sensor alert goes off when Jax enters the elevator. Just kidding. 6'8", 490 pounds. I don't know. I don't like this, I know that much. We're gonna 3 attacks with our Rancer at Ballard and just hope for the best. 1, 2, 3. Another nat 20 for me, but definitely evened out by that nat 1. And then a miss. And he resists all of that anyway, so some damage off of a crit. That concludes the Chort Devil's turn, as it does indeed chort in response to that lackluster assault. And yeah, looks like everybody is ready in the elevator here, except for our 2 party members well outside of everybody's line of sight. You can still hear fighting going on down that corridor. Otherwise, Xavier, what you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to again holler, "Come on, guys, we gotta go!" and hold my action in case any enemies come out of the darkness into my view.
Okay, Ark, any plans?
Not at the moment.
Puck?
Nah, I'm good.
Lovelar?
Let's take a look. What? I could have sworn that I took Shocking Grasp. That's great that I fucking didn't. That's great. That's wonderful. You know what? Let's try to hit him with my Warhammer. Just raise it over my head and try to crack it on his skull.
Hammer time.
Okay, that's a hit. Oh, geez, okay.
What are we rolling for, bud? I don't want to do this.
That's a hit. It's a magical weapon. We'll take full damage. Okay.
Don't just
Cool.
ring over the fact that you just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, that's fine. It's good for me.
Sure.
Let me follow this direction specifically, and then we'll see how things go, okay?
That's right, do
And
it.
then I'm gonna back up 40 feet. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay, and you've
The
got
first thing
mobile?
I've ever hit with that worm. Yep, I do have mobile.
Gotcha, okay. Then in that case... Rella, any plans?
Well, I did thought about seeing, like, using something like see invisible, but I figured it'd be best not to use that at the moment, so I'm just gonna hold my action for the moment.
Alright. And thanks to our new and improved rules as intended style, see invisibility does allow you to see invisible things.
Woohoo!
Rules as written doesn't agree with that somehow. But don't get me started on that. Youngling is going to maintain position here. Our programming is protect the injured, and Ballard's the only injured one still in combat, so we're going to stay over here. Ballard's turn.
I would like to rage!
God!
I just smile at him.
You are bonus action raging or no?
No, that was not me.
Oh. I mean, that was just too perfectly timed.
I was holding on to it, waiting.
That's right, 31, 30. Oh, we are immune to fire. Okay, we'll take that. Yep.
Another one.
29. Okay, we'll take that. What's wrong? You got a crit? What? No more crits? You out? You're not so bad. You're not so bad. I ain't you no bro. Ha ha!
I would have totally
What?
laughed if that had
It's hard to see it, but I do have a hit point there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my hero point for my expert fighter to get an extra d6 of damage.
What? That doesn't work.
How does that not work?
No. Or no, you do have, that is an option as an annual. That's one of your upgrade options, right?
Yeah,
Yes!
that's one of the force points.
Force point, yeah. So you burn one of
Yeah.
your force points, and that will indeed finish off the short devil who goes, no! And that's our day.
Would I be able to pick Youngling up as I run by?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick Youngling up as I run to the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be right there. Yep.
What's your movement?
Oh wait, no, hold on. I was thinking I still had my bonus action left. I don't, or my bonus action for my bonus seed, but I do not. So that I would make it right there.
Okay.
I have the 80.
Anything for Jax?
No, just gonna wait for everybody to come. I guess. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. So, dexterity saves from everybody inside the elevator. Dexterity saves from everybody not in the elevator.
I'll spend an inspiration on that to reroll.
Okay.
Oh, 17. Hopefully that's high enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspo for the to get the 18 on that deck save.
Who we missing? Who we missing? Is it Puck?
I don't see no
I
Puck.
think it's Puck, I think it's Rala, and I think it's Ark.
Yep.
Are we looking at... Oh, that's right. Hold on.
Dexterity saving throw hit.
Right, gotcha.
And you said that was from everybody in the elevator?
That's from
Everyone
everybody.
in and everyone out.
Everybody. Oh, okay.
Does Puck have any inspiration points or anything like that?
She does? Oh.
I do.
I would advise using one.
Alright, we'll use the inspiration point.
Yeah, I would not want to be stuck on the 10 for this.
Alright. Connor looking for 2 dexterity saves there, one for each character.
Alright then.
Leveler might want to spend an inspo if he's got one to reroll. I don't know if a 14 is going to be good enough.
Yeah, he didn't have an inspo that I'm aware of, but he does have his weekly force point.
I got an 18 for Rala.
Rala, okay.
How much is the force point?
It's 2d6, take the higher of the 2, and then add it to that 14.
Come on, 6, baby.
I think I'm good. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna just take this.
Alright.
As for Ark,
Oh dear.
get to name.
Yeah, Arc not so good. Force point probably won't help you in that circumstance. Best you'll get is a 14. Okay.
I'll give an inspo to Ark.
Okay, roll again.
Alright. Well, damn.
Inspo worked well.
Well, now we're talking. Okay, so those of you in the elevator and those of you out, 2 different effects caused by the same Nexus instability. The magic Nexus going on below your position. Who knows exactly how far, but we're about to get a pretty decent idea. It has reached the next stage before critical mass, and as such, there is a terrific rock of energy. The entire facility shakes and shudders. The elevator immediately snaps free of its moorings and begins a tumultuous plummet down the shaft. Ballard and Lovelar are kind of like, damn, kind of glad we didn't get in there, but then the ceiling above you starts collapsing, not to a complete point where you're going to be pinned and killed, but substantial rubble coming down on your position that will deal its own damage based on the results of your saving throw. Those in the elevator have a one-way ticket straight down to the next level where the Nexus is present, 50 feet below. That's going to cause falling damage plus the raucous elevator itself, and then damage for Ballard and Levlar, which we'll get to afterwards.
Question. Real quick. Can I cast Featherfall on them? I can target all 5. And they all are in range.
Insight check. Don't do that. You don't want to suspend them while the elevator is trying to crush them down to the ground. Unless you can cast it on the elevator too, that's gonna be more harm than good. Because they're inside a steel box that's falling down.
Can you cast it on the elevator? That would be handy.
I don't think Featherfall can affect objects.
I don't think it is. I believe it's up to 5 creatures within range is the specific
It
target.
is. It is.
So, yeah, that's not going to be helpful at all. Unless it pulls them out of there, which it doesn't do that at all. It just suspends them where they're at, and then the elevator crushes them down to the floor.
Fair. Okay. Then I will not do that.
So inside the elevator, the saving throw is DC 17, 34 crushing damage there, bludgeoning damage otherwise. A 17 damage if you made that DC 17 saving throw. I think most of you did. Who are we looking at there? I think, did Puck spend her inspiration?
I did.
I think, yeah, she was encouraged to do so. Raleigh got the reroll. Or, I'm sorry, Ark got the reroll. And, yeah, I think otherwise everybody inside the elevator made the save, so 17 damage. And then for the 2 of you up here, the falling rock damage, your saving throw, wow, 2 less dice, same exact damage. The saving throw up here is 15, a little bit easier to juke and weave than it is inside that steel box. 34 damage if you did not make the DC 15. 17 if you did. I think Levlar failed it by 1.
That's fine. I'm gonna save my force point for something else. I can feel it. I can feel it.
And we're outside of initiative at this point. The monsters are all gone. How do we want to reunite our party? I mean, those of us up here can clearly see the straight elevator shaft leading down. You can see the ruined wreck of the elevator. The top hatch is kind of wedged open after its impact down to the terrain below. It's really a matter of how you guys get down there.
Levar, how much you weigh?
First thing Xavier's going to do is he's going to pull out a potion of greater healing and drink it as an action to get himself back to full health.
I don't have a set weight for him, but Fearbolgs are usually between 300 and 400, 450, 500.
Daniel,
so I
would you say that I would be able to pick him up with my 30 strength and glide down?
Yes.
Okay.
And that guy's not in the elevator with us, is he?
I feel so uninvited.
So then, yeah, I'll just wait for Levar to come over to me before jumping down, and I'll just glide us down so we don't take damage.
All right.
Excellent.
I have Misty Step, but that works better.
That'll get you most of the way there, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a 50-foot drop.
Man. Yeah.
So go ahead, move all of our tokens into the elevator, and I'm just going to copy all of us over to the next map. This will assume we have gotten out of the elevator. We will have had at least 5 rounds for restoratives. Any respect that we want to take care of that. Let's check the map. Where? Oh,
you know
nobody's
what?
here. Okay, that's right. 1 second.
I'll pop off a prayer of healing for y'all. 6 creatures. Ballard, you're not getting healed.
Aw.
Oh, actually, I think I'm the me and actually,
I'm
looks
okay
like
if you
everyone.
exclude me. I'm joking, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. I know, but I'm just it's like what is my? Okay, cool.
Did I miss anybody? We're all here on the next
Nope,
map.
that looks like everyone.
Hallways are a bit narrower here down in the sub-basement level 2.
How high is the hallway?
The hallway in here is also only 10 feet high, so it's definitely a lot narrower in all regards. Half the height, or I'm sorry, a third of the height and half of the width. Also got some interesting doors here. These are actually the very first pack of tokens I ever bought on Roll20. I was rolling Star Wars What If at the time and needed some sci-fi tokens. This was one of 3 sci-fi packs available at the time, 10 years ago. I've not had real use for these doors since, but I thought they were a pretty cool addition. Just to show us the blast doors here are not just the regular door icons that we're used to interacting with, but I did also put those down because we're just used to seeing those. So
This map reminds me of Alien.
yeah,
Yes, definitely. Yes.
we are definitely in emergency mode here as well. You can see the flashing light up there, indicative that we are on emergency backup power. We may not see the power flicker on down here like we did below, or I'm sorry, above, but we'll check all of that in due time. There is a distinct sense that we are very close to our location. Not quite sure which direction from where we are at, but we do feel it is very close and we need to get there very imminently.
Make sure everybody regain that 15 health that Lavar gave you.
That door is locked, and I'm gonna move
Yeah,
down
blast
to the
door
next
is
one.
sealed.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and let's just see if I can sense wherever this could be.
Is
I
this red
see.
glow?
I see no. Makes me want to say yes.
No! That means that that hallway is collapsed and completely caved in unless we seriously want to investigate the area that the map does not go. That is your kind reminder that the world ends there and go a different direction, i.e. maybe like that direction where Rala is going. Additionally, before we get too far here to the east, hold up right there real quick. Xavier has also opened a door here on the initial passage. Any red glows that we see throughout the map are the emergency lighting. I didn't want to convolute our map with too much of the animated lighting, so I really just put the one here in the first hallway that we would come across as a reminder. We're going to see these little red spots like this all over the map to come, and that basically means the same thing.
Okay. Perfect. Are those doorways or archways down this hallway?
Yep, just open passageways, open doorways, no doors whatsoever. Looks like these might have once been offices, cells perhaps. They don't have a cell vibe to them. They have more of an office vibe, especially with the chairs and benches. Yeah,
What is that?
know. I don't know who put
Big
that there. That ain't me.
Glowing red ring?
That's not me. I got a Richter vibe from that.
Exactly.
Even though he's well outside of the line of sight from it. Rala's got another door over here to the east. Might be locked, might not be. Right now, you're on point without the rest of the party. Your call. Got some backup. Got some backup. Rala's calling for an open door here. Everybody get in position just in case there's 35 devils on the other side. Oh, looks like we tested this blast door as well. Discovered it to be locked quite securely. Oh, Xavier's going to abandon his search over there. All right.
Well, I walked up, I looked, I didn't see anything in any of the rooms, so I came back out.
Oh, it looked like you just barely started to see the other passageway winding around the side there, but I don't know if you caught that completely.
No, I did not.
Yeah, it
Okay,
winds
well-
around.
Well, in
Maybe
that
worth
case-
checking out after this. We'll see, because right now, oh dear, look who's up there ahead. This is where the map gets a little interesting. This is some kind of assembly factory area. The area that we're about to approach would have probably been the overseers, the management area. You're going to see as you get closer into this area numerous windows. There's no glass whatsoever. They're literally just openings in the wall where management can look down into the factory below. We're going to find more of these very low-level devils here that decided to abandon the combat on the previous level. Down here in the factory, there is also an elevation change in two respects. The first is right here as we're entering. You can see the ramp leading up to an elevation difference of 5 feet. And then when you get into the factory, as we can see here on the map, there is an elevation difference of 5 feet leading down to where this devil is just barely visible. Technically, we've got like a slope up and a slope down, so we can just barely make out this guy, probably like 9/10 cover from the position opening the door. But he does let out a squeal and shouts out in Infernal, "We've got intruders! Get them!" That would be called for turn order. Initiative
We
rolls.
really,
Does
we
the
really
feel like
gotta
it's
stop
really-
opening doors, guys.
God damn it.
Does the Nexus feel like it's this direction?
Yeah, it does.
I just want to roll above a 10 for initiative for once.
I know how you feel, pal.
Oh my god, it's my nat 20. It's my nat 20.
What's going
I
on?
will never get another
Werewolf?
one.
Baushi's eager to go now.
Okay, Jax, show me up. That's
Oh,
fine.
look at that.
The one time Baushi gets higher than Xavier and Ballard, and Jax just walks in going, nope.
Oh man, and then the Ink Devil just shows Baushi up as well. Doesn't he roll a natural 20 and beats him on initiative? That's some BS and a half.
Interesting, okay.
The Chort Devil, however, does not. We've already faced all of these before, nothing new. Well, actually, we technically haven't faced these. We've just encountered them. They went visible and then saw what Ballard could do and ran away. These are probably not the same ones. It's unlikely they made their way down here. This is definitely not the same one of those that we already killed before, but another one of their kind. Initiative sorting. We got 6 of you. 7 of you with the henchmen, 2 of me. Initiative looks good. No ties. Oh, there is a tie. It's a tie between Connor and Connor. You're going to have to dice off against yourself or choose who's going first.
I think I'll have Ark. I think I'll have Ark go first.
Very good. So we'll keep it as it shows. Jax has the top spot and is in perhaps one of the worst spaces. Yeah, you've got a whole party to navigate through and some very tight confines here just to get into this nonsense.
All right. So he's going to move here. And then he's going to move over. So that's 5, 10, 15. And for once, he should be able to see everybody this time around. And he will cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, how about that?
Yep. Finally.
Yeah, the whole party's in range.
When you're finished with the spell, Bauer will just be like, "Oh, this is what it feels like to not be attacked by these things."
Exactly. Because he's always like run off. All right, so that's 15.
If memory serves, Jax prefers the hot pink.
Sure. So then 2025. Come on. Move.
Oh, you might be having a layering issue. Let me scoot Levlar just out of the way here. And same thing there. I'll just scoot them out of the way so you can get through.
All right. So that was move, that was action, and end turn.
Very good. The Ink Devils apparently don't have communication between their number. They don't know how badass you are, so they're going to attack with their long distance bite. Glad I didn't waste a natural 20 on that. Because Lord knows they do not have a 60-foot bite.
Gonna say.
Yeah, they all took levels in Dalsim. Yoga! Yoga! Oh, something's happening in Streamland out here. We got a follow from SamCat1127. What's happening out there, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here at Role Playing Unlimited for some RU Gaming.
Hey, SamCat. Thanks for joining us, buddy. This is one of my LARP friends.
Ah, very cool. Yeah, we were talking about some LARP and stuff earlier. Very cool, very cool. Good to have you. Well, this is awesome. I have no ranged attacks, and unless you guys are willing to give me 10 minutes to do my planar ally, I'm kind of frickin' useless here. So I think here's our play. We will all go invisible.
You're no fun.
2, 3, 8.
And in unison, we all hear, "Fuck
1.
this shit, I'm out."
Take this job and shove it. Ain't working here no more. Da-da-da. Well, Lovelar, not the top initiative, but damn near up there. What you gonna do now that everybody's
Let's
gone
go.
invisible?
Yeah, I know. It's great. Has it been a minute since I cast Spiritual Weapon and to now?
It has, but I think that
Okay.
lasts for 10 minutes. Or is my
Spiritual Weapon is such a weird spell to me because it feels like it should last longer.
It does. I
But-
can't recall. It is
It
1
doesn't-
minute. That's
There you
right.
go. 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. It's a 1 minute, but there's no concentration required. It feels like it should be 10 minutes, but that's where they give you a little, they take a little.
Can I have concentration if I get 10 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
When you're taking
I'll be a good
35
boy.
damage per hit, absolutely.
Wait, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Oh,
Aw.
you wound me.
Also Zoidberg.
Oh God. Let's.
Just thank goodness that it's not everybody that has Spirit Guardians. Could you imagine having 6 people all activate Spirit Guardians and just run through everybody?
I'm gonna give everybody automatic weapons, 120-foot gloom vision, and elevated cover. That's our only counter. Open fire,
Well-
sons of bitches.
Can't do shit if I can't see anyone. So we're just gonna hold an action. If anyone comes within, or if any fiend is within my vision, I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh. We're
So
gonna use a little Mario mushroom there for your ready to action, so try to remember what that is.
hell yeah, I will always remember shrooms. Don't have to tell me twice. But with that, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right then.
Yeah, it's Puck who is next.
Woohoo.
And you are small enough to avoid the difficult terrain penalties that would come from having to pass your entire party if you want to get up into this right now.
So I just want to
That's
interrupt real quick. How does Puck have 51 out of 45 health?
because of the 15.
Oh, I think it
Plus.
just would have healed you
Yeah.
to your max right there.
That it
Oh.
It's
cannot
not-
heal. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm an
Temporary,
idiot.
yeah, temporary HP could technically give you more than your max as like a secondary pool, but this was different kind of healing.
That would be awesome if
Okay.
it worked that way, though.
Yeah. Anywho, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the terrain here. Can I go 5 feet in the air?
That's fine.
Cool, cool.
"99 rounds on the wall to go.
Yep.
99
Oh, don't go
rounds
that
to
way. That's
go."
where the
What's
hallway
about
is
to
completely
happen is
collapsing.
gonna be
And you can't go that way. That's why
Wait.
it says no.
Wait, question.
I'm an idiot tonight,
Oh, you're
I
good.
swear.
They casted invisibility,
Yes.
like as a spell. Okay, if they come within 30 feet of me, does my detect magic ring that off?
I don't think it does. I remember looking into that one. That's the difference between detect magic and see invisible.
Okay, it just says that I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet.
Right. Yeah, I believe it makes the see invisibility spell
Oh.
superfluous if it does. So even though it seems like it should, mechanically they have two different spells for two different purposes in that respect.
So see invisibility is kind of useless here.
No, detect magic is.
Correct. See invisibility would be very useful.
Yes, it would be so good right now.
Or fairy
okay,
fire.
never mind.
If anybody had fairy fire, you could just immediately they can't gain invisibility while they're under the effects of fairy fire, so that's also a very useful counter. But it usually helps to know where they are before they go invisible, otherwise you're just kind of blindly casting into an area hoping that's where they are.
I mean, I could really be a jerk and drop down a flame strike.
Oh boy.
Or roll a fireball bead in there.
I don't think I'm able to drag my icon because I think it's stuck.
Oh, you got trapped under Levelar there. Oops.
That happens a lot,
Lovely.
don't worry.
Lovelar, stop sitting on the pixie.
God, I once heard that at Woodstock too.
Listen, I'm not the green fairy, okay?
Listen, I got 6 blunts. We both can be the green fairy for an hour or two.
Fuck yeah. Sounds
Let's
good to
go.
me. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna just like leave that movement there and then like end my turn.
Not go quite all the way up the ramp. All right, Xavier, your turn.
Alrighty. Well, I gotta see what's going on, so. I'm going to use my bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will appear to here. 5 foot more. I can see into this room up here, but I'm not seeing the Nexus event up that way, right?
Correct.
Okay, then. 10,
Nothing.
15. Let's leave it there. Nice. Am I supposed to be able to see south? Because all I see is like a half of a square on a diagonal below me. Oh wait, that's because it was the spider that moved.
That's
There we
correct.
go.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so that's 15.
Nothing. This
Oh,
guy's like tucked into the
I
corner.
see someone
Nope.
right
Nope.
here.
Let me. Nope.
Okay. If he doesn't look like he's actually aggressive towards me, my character will look at him. Oh, it's him.
Hi.
Okay.
What's up, asshole? Let's do this.
I found one. All right.
You're lucky you came up here. I was gonna have my move be to step on that spider that just rounded through the corner in front of me. Ew, spider.
15. So that'll be 20, 25 to here.
Definitely further south, possibly west from your position. You're sensing that Nexus.
All right. And I am going to
Yeesh.
cast my Flame Blade, which is actually radiant at the moment because I have not yet taken the long rest.
I'm immune to fire. Wait a minute.
And it gets cast as a 5th level spell.
Well,
So-
that's a hit. Ouch.
And that will
OP
all
damage.
be radiant damage. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Oof,
a
2
solid
ones
strike.
on the rolls.
What's that?
I was
Yeah.
saying, oof, 2 ones on the damage.
Yeah, I caught that too. Okay, that's
happens.
Xavier.
And I will holler, I found an enemy.
I was gonna be your friend until you came around the corner and stabbed me. I don't have many friends. Ballard, your turn.
Well, if you want to be friends.
Not now.
Okay. I
Stabby
would
me,
let you
stabber.
pet my spider.
I was gonna
You
step
can pet
on
my
that thing.
spider.
I'm gonna step on that thing.
25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Well, hi!
You son of a...
And as mid-word as he says that, I'm gonna smack him.
We're just gonna...
I'm gonna inspo that.
We're gonna do a reaction curly shuffle here.
I'm just gonna hold my sword out and watch him fall to it.
Oh,
Did you
my...
spend an inspo to get the great?
Oh boy, yeah, he did the inspo for the crit. Good thing I'm immune to fire, but ouch. 25, 35, 42, 73 damage it looks like. Ouch!
And that's just attack number 1.
Second attack. 32 will leave us right here.
And bonus action.
Alright. Ha! I survived! You suck!
I'll just put a middle finger up and just like do the L dance in front of him.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Well, we were going to attack Xavier, but now you're right here, so... Oh, what is this? Oh, I like this. We're going to bring the house down on all 3 of us right here. Do a flame strike on the 3 of us. I'm immune to it. So, screw you guys. I don't know that Xavier's immune to it in-game.
He's immune to the radiant as well?
Well, you're immune to the fire. And I
Yes.
assume with your reaction, you're going to convert that radiant to fire as well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throws would be called for from the two of you, although if Xavier's just going to burn the reaction, it's kind of superfluous.
Yeah, I'll burn my reaction for it. I mean,
Right.
I only take half damage from radiant anyway, but
Right.
yeah, it all
0
becomes
damage
fire
is better
damage.
than half. That's pretty intimidating, too, because that's my most powerful
I take
spell.
half damage from the fire, but not from the radiant.
Gotcha. So 3,
Well,
8,
I bonus
12.
action converted it to radiant, or from radiant to fire, so it's all fire damage at the moment.
For you, it's fire damage.
Yeah, I didn't think that counted for me
okay.
as well. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, you're basically able to channel the part that's affecting you into fire.
Perfect. Got it.
All right.
So that's
So it's the first
what,
4.
that's...
Yeah, the first 4d6 is the fire. The second is the radiant. So it's 12 fire and 14 radiant. DC is 17. That's all we got. Doesn't look like we did much of any damage. The short devil will swallow.
And is it half damage on a save?
It is, yes.
So it's whatever that is, and still half. Or okay, I got it.
Right, yeah, the 12 gets dropped down to 3 because you made your save to drop it to 6, and then you resist that to 3. And then the other 14, I think you drop down to 7.
So that would be 10 damage total. Okay.
Yeah. Arc is next. And then Rala's right after that, so double turn for Connor.
I give the devil a little wink when he drops that and goes, "Is that all you can do?"
I'm afraid so, sir. Oh. Oh, never mind.
The arc is gonna go over here. And then it's turn for the time.
What's
Yeah.
up, DJ?
Oh wow, there really isn't much I can do.
You can reach him from that space right there if you're able to get to it.
Yeah, I do have a decent cover due to the way the wall kind of comes into this square as well. So I get +5 to AC, but you can still attack me from there. From there you can't attack me, but from there you certainly can. You can just see about half of me.
I'll try.
Alright, yeah, my AC is 23 from that space.
Not sure how well it'll go.
If only Xavier had made his way right to here, you'd get the loose flank. Which could have dang come in handy right there.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Natural 1. Well, you just took a nice gouge out of the wall right there. A few more swings like that, and maybe you'll cut that that little extension off and open up the cover. All right, yeah, still hacking away at the wall.
Okay then. Arc's turn will end, which brings in Rala.
Yes, indeed.
In which case I'm gonna walk with Arc right here and cast Sea Ball.
All right. Post it up. One hour static. Very nice. I like that. I'm going to put... I think it won't be necessary, but just in case, I'm going to put this little open eye on Rala. And then we're going to... Yeah! We're going to reveal this for everyone. And then I'm going to do a little alteration after the fact. We're doing that. This. We got more exciting news happening here in Streamland. We got the Golden Egg following us here for some RU Gaming. Thanks for checking out Role Playing Unlimited, my friend. Happy Sunday evening to you. Okay, so see invisibility, you will reveal their locations, but then I'm just going to kind of make them translucent about 50%, and then assuming that Rala is not hoarding this information, you can assume that she is directing the party members over there, there's another one. This one right here that we can just barely see around the corner, that's the one that is in the 10-minute casting time for planar ally, so 99 rounds, you just leave that guy alone.
So yeah, she's telling this to everyone.
Yeah, they look poised to attack as well, because they're going to go pretty much at the top of the next round once Jax is done, but Jax is in good position to interpose. If Rala's done, let's pick it up with the top of another round.
All right, so Jack is gonna move. All right, 10. Let's see. 15, 20, 15, 20, 25. And I guess he'll go one more to 30.
Yeah, we do have the benefit of the wall here, but the open window is literally right here between us and Rala. Or, I'm sorry, between us and Ark. And Jax moves in closer. Yep, Rala can freely direct you to 3-4 of them within close distance. Jax is far too large to be able to squeeze through these openings, so you will have to take the doorway right here if you want to get into the factory area.
All right.
Otherwise, ranged options, you can certainly fire through the window.
Yeah, no, he's got a 10-foot reach, but I don't think that guy's within 10 feet. So
correct.
The
one to the southeast actually is, though, but he's got a little cover from the wall. Yeah.
Southeast. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah. How does that work?
Poke him in the eye.
Yeah, I mean, can he still attack?
You can attack me from there. Yeah, I have a.
Yeah.
Let me check just how intense the cover is. It's just. I'm gonna give them a. That's +2 AC.
All right, cool. Okay, so yep. Full R.
Oh God, have mercy. I'm a CR2. Take it easy. Ah! 26, what is that, 35, okay. And then dead. Okay, well, thanks for that. Ugh.
Alright, that's it. And turn.
That's not what we were expecting. Let's do a morale check here. Should be okay.
Ouch.
Wow.
Like I said, the rest of them were like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, there's pink ghostly spirit ancestor spirits.
Oh damn! Yeah, some of us
flying around too.
Yeah, I think 2 of us ran through that. Oh, and wisdom is not our forte on the saving throw side of things. That's funny. Or no, wait. I think I rolled the wrong. Okay, I rolled the wrong guys and still got horrible results. That's funny. I rolled the short devil, which has a +5 to its wisdom save, and I got a 788. The ink devils have a -1 to their wisdom save, and I rolled much better. In any case, though, go ahead and roll that spirit guardian damage. And yeah, we're gonna have to get ourselves out of that radius because we do not care for that. Okay, 17. Indeed. Okay, actually I think all 3 of them probably ran through that, so yeah, we'll take that damage. Rala's the only one who could see them, but yes, once the first one was slain over here, the other 3 that were invisible ran through this area, and they all tucked into this little private office in that corner. And let's do a little update here. 98 more rounds.
To go. Take one down, pass it around. 98 rounds to go.
Lovelar, your turn. That ready action mushroom has expired. It went rotten pretty quickly, but good news is you get another turn. You get an extra man, the extra man mushroom.
It's great. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna give Angelic to Puck.
Okay. Concentrate.
And it's gonna like manifest as a little floating rabbit around her.
Fuck
yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take a hot step in for a second. I'm gonna end my turn there. I did say that I'm going to have to go, unfortunately, so this will be my last turn.
Very cool. We will send you to the good old tunnel of safetitude here, but let me get the effect on her so we can at least carry that forward. We're going to use the little flower to indicate that. And good game, buddy. We'll see you next time around.
Cool. Have fun, y'all.
Puck, that's over to your turn.
Woo. I have to figure out what I want to do. Sorry. Would I be able to have enough movement to move past Rala and Arc?
Yes, you would. Are you trying to get in there into melee for attack?
Yes, I am. Because I feel like I had nothing but Lord of the Rings tonight of just moving and no action.
Hey, that's blasphemy.
Sorry, I love Lord of the Rings, but like tonight it's been rough.
Yeah, sometimes you get you're out of position once, and then you spend the rest of the session clambering to get back into space. But the double good news in this case, we have now sufficiently surrounded this thing, so all attacks will be with flank advantage.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna stab it with my dagger.
All right. Nice.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, that's great.
A little extra crit damage too that didn't show up. We'll get that.
Critical stabbings.
Do you get sneak?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you get sneak damage?
Oh yeah, where's your sneak attack?
I do have a sneak
And
attack.
that crit damage is also coded wrong.
Correct. Yeah, I accounted for that manually, but yeah, definitely caught that. Yeah, check the box for the sneak attack, and then roll another attack. Basically, that box should pretty much always be checked, and then we'll just kind of know when to apply and when not to apply. It should be near the center of your character sheet, below your attacks, above your inventory.
Gotcha, just did it, and then stab it again with my dagger?
Yes, ma'am. There we go. So now we'll take that 15 sneak, and we'll add another 24 on top of that. And that becomes 39 more points of damage, and that becomes I'm dead.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Sulfuric smoke puff as that devil is banished back to the 9 hells.
Victory by Puck.
And bonus action, any additional stealth? Dash?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Which one? You can't do them both. I'm not that generous.
No, it's okay. Actually, we'll just, like, chill there. I'm sorry.
Do you want to stealth right here, just in case somebody comes in? They'll attack one of the other 4
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we could do stealth
Yeah,
right
go ahead and
there.
roll it up. Maybe you got another nat 20 in you. I knew it!
Oh my god.
I knew it!
Nice. Nice.
Woo! All right,
Nat
here's
20 and a nat
I'm gonna
1.
stealth you. That's how stealthy you are. Goodbye.
Hell yeah.
All
She
right.
literally vanishes right next to Xavier. Where the heck did she go? All I see is a floating bunny.
Yep. And speaking of which, it's your turn there, Mike.
Alrighty. Did I just see something flicker beside me?
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe.
you're Slake, Daniel. I
Maybe.
saw that.
No? Nothing? Hi!
Alright, if he's right there, I'm going to cast Maze on him. Alright, so I come down here. I'm not seeing the Nexus point.
That is
I'm gonna go
correct.
5, 10, 15,
Another blast door there to the southwest.
20, 25, 30. Then I'm going to bonus action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Teleport to here. And then action 5, 10, 15 to here. And that would be 20 into here.
Another blast door. It's a free object interaction to open one. It's a bonus action to open a second.
Which I cannot do because I already used my bonus action. So then I'm going to wait down here, end of turn, and I'll holler that I'm in through the blast door.
Does anybody want to pursue the invisible ink devils that ran up into that passageway? If not, we can drop initiative. If so, we might want to keep it.
Not me.
Someone might want to take care of that chanting one.
If there's one that's chanting and that is casting some kind of spell,
Sure.
Jack will go after that one.
That is the only one that is not invisible too. So let's just drop the turn order. And then you can move yourself up there. You'll be able to see that one. Technically, you'll see them all, but the others will be translucent to indicate their invisibility. But yeah, the one that's chanting and needs 96, 95 more rounds, that one can easily be taken care of.
Yeah, so let's assume that Jax takes care of that one.
All right.
And we need to find the Nexus, so we'll keep going.
All right. Continue heading south. Everybody can do that. I'm gonna, as promised, send Lovelar to the Sunnel of Taftitude. Continue heading down. Thuckatash. Keep it coming,
Right.
keep it coming. We are getting close to an epic mid-season finale.
Now
These
that I
doors
actually have
have
somebody
a
back there to back me up.
very interesting vibe to them. There's Invisible Puck. Opens into another very official alien-like factory hallway. And hey, there's another one of those horsey devils up there to the north. Another blast door to the west. This one actually had a readied action, which we're pretty much just going to use to charge into combat. And then kick off an initiative. I don't know for sure if I have the range to get an attack. If so, hooray. If not,
I did
whatever.
step out first. I don't know if
You
that
did.
means anything or does anything.
Oh yeah, you're the first one that stepped out, so you're the one that I would be
okay.
charging toward. Xavier
All right.
might be like halfway around the corner, like, holy crap, and then backs up.
Sorry, I got stuck somewhere. So
Oh.
Can you move me to the party, please? Sorry.
Oh, yep, you went the wrong way. We're gonna go this way, and then south, and then southwest from there through that open door if you can see that.
I'm actually looking at the screen, the stream, because it's taking such a long time to catch up. Okay, all right, I'm caught up.
Oh, it looks like Xavier's on top of Puck.
Well, there wasn't anyone there at the time when I moved.
Well, I mean, nobody can see her.
Yeah, I just see the icon on the top right of her token. That's all.
So, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, 40 feet. Yeah, that is what we can make with our charge, unless I've got reach. I've got 5 feet. I got 10 feet of reach, so yes, if only you had stepped into that space where Xavier was, I could attack you. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to need our initiative rolled here, and in quick fashion.
I'm reloading because I can't move.
Ooh, great. Got you right where I want you. Oh, and there's Puck rolling 20, 21, 1.
I was just waiting for the turn order to pop up. There we go. Fucking another nat 1. Are you fucking joking me? Whatever, I rolled a 5 on top of it as well.
Woo-wee. Wow. Well, that's not an actual natural 1, though, and technically you didn't get one either. You just rolled a 1 and a 5.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I should roll initiative for this idiot.
I would definitely love it if I could actually get a 20.2 on a nat 1 roll.
Oh, that would be awesome. Potential of 39 initiative. We are missing some people here. Did yours just not get input, or have we yet to roll? I think it's the latter.
Jax did not get... Oh, no, Jax
This is good. Yeah, we're missing 2 from Connor. And, nope, Levlar's gone, so I think that's it. We're just waiting on 2 from Connor, and then we can proceed.
Ark's in there. Or no, sorry, that's
There's
Rala.
Rala. Yep. Although it did register, it registered as... Do you have one of the tokens selected when you're rolling initiative? Because if so, it's going to register that one. So if you do, you're going to want to select different tokens when you roll. Otherwise, I think that's why it's doing that.
I'm not even trying to select the tokens. It's 2.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, because if you're just manually switching character sheets with no token selected, it should just input the 2 different values as shown. But let's just manually add Rala 712. No direct ties. Okay, Jax has the top spot.
Alright. So does he hear anything? Was there some commotion?
There's mighty galloping coming from the western passageway from the north, and we can just kind of see the token of this thing right over here.
Yep. Alright, cool.
Allard, you got this?
You go. I'm gonna go have a wrestling match with this fool. I'll catch up later.
Alright, I'm still trying to make this thing move.
It's because you're on Puck.
Man, everyone's just on top of me today.
Well, don't go invisible then, man.
It's not my fault.
Puck is popular tonight.
She is.
Alright, finally. Okay, so he's there now. So he sees this thing, so he's just gonna attack it.
Alright. Well, not with that, you're not.
11 is gonna hit.
Damn,
I'm
not with that either.
Gonna hit.
Goodness. Gosh, man, what happened to your
15?
dice? 19.
Yeah, it's alright. One of those things.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to a whiff roll day.
Sure.
Yeah, enter.
And I'm stuck inside that stupid area of effect now. Okay, Xavier.
All right. So I've asked whether or not he can handle it. He said he can. So Xavier and his little Spidey are going to go 5, 10,
Oh boy.
15, 20,
Here's
25
hoping
to
the
the
stream
door.
doesn't crash.
So what was that I did? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 inside. Oh, there's the other door. I wasn't seeing it at first. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action, pop that door open there, and I can see this coalescence now.
Oh dear. Yes, indeed.
I'm going to holler, I found it, and then I will use my action. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh.
And they're there. Is this the coalescence, or is this the coalescence?
No, that top one is an infernal portal.
What are you assuming that for? Just because it's all
Because I
fiery
know
and
the
shit?
way I know the way your brain works.
Yeah, that's some
All right,
bullshit.
5, 10,
I don't even
15,
know that.
20. Well,
All
I
right.
see them there.
Let's get a pause here while we reveal some specifics about our Nexus event.
Okay.
So far the computers are running okay with all these animations. It's occasionally dipping into the red, but I think we're okay so long as we don't all start talking at the same time. I think we'll be okay. So bear with me here while I go through a bit of narration that each of our tables have been privy to so far, and now Stew Crew will be brought into this as well. Following this revelation, I will have a little private message caveat, which I know Richter out of game knows exactly where I'm going with this, and we'll take it from there. The doors open, the Coalescence Nexus fully revealed. Each of you can sense the potential of this event, whether you are magically have a magical affinity, whether you don't, that precursor is no longer in effect. You can also feel the presence of the Time Mistress nearby. Our two devils present in this room also seem keenly aware of this Nexus potential, and perhaps are interested in harnessing it for some purpose to their own end. They are also clearly here for Xavier. This Nexus will reach its maximum instability within the next few minutes, meaning that that guy who was counting on 96 more rounds, he was doomed. That was never going to happen anyway. When this timer expires, this Nexus event will explode, washing this area clean with raw magical energy. Everything will be annihilated like a nuclear explosion. This event can be quelled by the willing entry into the Nexus by a powerful, sentient life force that has gained sufficient stability and experience in this continuum. Each of you strongly believe this Nexus will shred apart anything living of any level of power. Even a countermeasure provided by a deck of many things would be powerless against this Nexus. You are not sure how or why, but you can each sense that whomever sacrifices, gives themselves to, joins with, the terminology is a little vague in this respect. You do sense it as a finality, but not necessarily a death. Whoever gives themselves to this Nexus event will not only restabilize the realm, but you will also be able to, as your final act, influence its future. Now, that all being said, brief pause here while I join in private message. Let me check. We're running a little dangerous, but I think we're running okay. I'm not getting any alert messages from Twitch land. And then private message, and then we will proceed. Alrighty. So Xavier's turn proceeds.
All right. So I see these two guys up here.
They're looking at you, and they look like they're not even in the slightest hurry, as they seem to know what you have just sensed, and they both give a wide smile in your direction. And I forget, did you speak Infernal?
I do not. I speak Celestial, and I speak Common.
Gotcha. Yeah, and they're not shouting it, so
English.
those outside who can speak Infernal wouldn't hear this. The Bulbous the Hut right here just mumbles something in Infernal that sounds none too friendly and perhaps a bit too taunting.
Okay. I will back up around the corner then and be like, guys, the devils are here too.
I'm going to pause our animations now as, yeah, I'm just getting a little uncomfortable with the CPU instability here. As each of you come into the room, I may reactivate them for your observation pleasures. If you didn't catch it in stream already, Xavier also just faintly through the Nexus event. I don't know if you saw our guy over here.
I did.
I did.
I did as well.
Yeah, there is an Aarakocra over on the other side between the two Nexus events, and we have got our wings outstretched, and it looks like we're trying to touch each Nexus at once.
Interesting.
And if that is it for Xavier, we will pass it to the Aerobus Devil here. Not to be confused with the Aerobics Devil.
All right, guys. 5 more. 4 more.
5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your elbows
Where's
at the waist.
Where's Richard Simmons when you need him?
What you just did, Daniel, reminds me of the swing your partner round and round, pick them up and throw them down, kick them, punch them in the head, beat them up until they're dead.
No. Well, Ballard was talking all big here, but Jax is the one in position, so we approach him and we go completely ape crap here with 4 attacks. I think that 19 misses. Looks like we got some potential otherwise.
Yeah, he's gonna shield on one of them.
That's
Well,
stomp.
he's gonna shield. Yeah, so it's the claw and the bite that will hit.
Correct. And then a con save versus the poison. Otherwise, damage pretty normal. Con save is good. Ignore all that text. That's it for the Aerobus Devil. While Jax is getting that, Ballard can begin your turn.
Yay. I'm gonna smack him. $92 damage. Good thing we came with some hit points here. Alright. Oh, that's right. I forget. Is this guy, yeah, we're immune to fire, so I'm gonna just shave 22 off the next damage here. Take it like a champ. Okay, so second attack actually only deals 9 damage, because we'll shave that 22 off there. Okay, what else? No, don't you dare.
Nice.
Woo, 50.
Every time I see the number just like
Hey,
lag
69.
a little bit, I'm like, yay, another crit.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a matter of which side is it going to be on. I'm like, come on, right. All right.
That will be the end of his turn, though.
Okay, Rala is up next.
Okay. Well, I'm tempted to see what's going on there, which has my husband on the other room, even though Rala has no idea about it.
Xavier didn't seem too concerned about that, not like Rala's only mentioned it at every stop we've come to.
Well, he's a little panicked about the devils that are trying to
That's
get
legit.
him.
So she's going. You go over there, so. Over here? Here?
Huck's gonna be like, Rella, wait. Maybe we shouldn't go focus on that yet.
Well, she is in a hurry, so since she did sense Eric is there. And lo and
Yeah.
behold,
He won't get past me and Jax. Don't worry.
oh,
Cool,
she
cool.
right, she could barely see Eric on the other side. How you going, Eric?
Get him back. He wasn't allowed to reveal.
That's funny. Yeah, Eric is completely enthralled, absorbed in whatever he is doing with these two Nexus events, and does not seem the slightest bit aware of anything else. The devils in front of him, Xavier's entry, Rala's entry. Completely focused. This is his face is not one that Rala recognizes either. She has not seen this level of intensity and focus in him ever.
Xavier, whatever you do, do not attack that Iroquois. That is my husband.
Not worried about him right now. I've got those two devils around the corner, and somebody needs to go into that Nexus. I have a feeling it can't be me.
Could it be me?
What the hell, Xavier?
Yeah, right.
She
Yeah,
just fucking told you not to do it.
The white color totally tells it.
Oh, I saw
Gives
Mike's
it away that it's
avatar
him.
color change briefly from yellow to white back to yellow.
You must be becoming colorblind.
Some bullshit. Okay.
Well, no shit.
Anything else for Rala's turn?
Right now, since I can still barely see, and I can still use a Mind Silver attack on him.
Oh, the horsey devil out here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how about that? Take that damage. And if that's it, we'll pass it to Puck.
Woo. Out of game real quick. Xavier, how can I be of service to you?
Out of game, how can you be of service to me? Well, there's two major things. There's the two devils that are coming for Xavier, and there is that Nexus event. Somebody has to sacrifice themselves into the Nexus event before we all blow up. Other than that, you can see the terror in Xavier's eyes because these two devils just seem to have him like in fear.
Not to mention Eric is right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of more focused on how to help Xavier right now. This is gonna sound really selfish, but would anyone be against Puck going into the Nexus? Or is that like something that...
It is Puck's choice if she wants to sacrifice herself, because whoever goes into the Nexus, their character is pretty much done. But they do have, as HP has said, Daniel had said, there's a huge effect that you get to put towards the realm in a whole. So if Puck wants to go zooming into the Nexus, she is more than welcome to.
Okay, I just don't want to take away from anyone else's moment, but my main focus is trying to be, even though Puck is very much like, oh, I mean, she's very selfish, but like, she's kind of like, okay, seeing Xavier afraid, like, has her like, holy shit. So yeah, I probably am going to sacrifice Puck.
Oh, that's a.
Puck, what's your movement again? Sorry, I just want to do a flavor add-on for this if you're running towards the Nexus.
She can go 30 plus
30.
30 plus 30.
So
Yes.
90. Okay, so you're more than able to reach the Nexus. Okay, Daniel, as she's running by, I want to just like swing around and like slingshot her into the Nexus. If that was your plan to run into the Nexus, I don't want to
Yes,
throw
that
you
was
into
my
the
plan.
Nexus unrollingly.
Is
That's
she
not my plan.
is she announcing it? Because otherwise, who really knows?
Oh,
No,
good point.
she's probably she's probably gonna like, because she's invisible right now. She'd probably be like, this one's for you guys, and then just zoom right into the Nexus.
That is an awesome end to a character.
Wow.
Rala's gonna be pretty upset though.
Roll a flat die 20 there, Kayla.
Alrighty.
Come on, 20.
If
Come
you
on,
rolled
20.
a,
Come
yeah,
on,
if you
20.
rolled a 20 anytime, now
boy.
would be the time. $12. All right.
Even
Well, at least it's
dozen.
on the higher side.
All right, and we will explore the other half of that in 2 weeks. Ark has the final turn of tonight's session.
I have no idea what. Having no idea what bad thing is, Rala has no idea what happened to Puck too. So that's gonna be really devastating to her.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has an idea, but
Well, she's not
I am so
necessarily
sorry.
invisible. She is stealthed, and once she goes for that all-out
Yeah.
move, everybody can at least see her kind of bolt towards it. It's really just that nobody can really intervene except for, oh my god!
Yeah.
So just Rala just going, Puck, wait, and something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Knowing which Ark just probably good. Ark just watches Puck just go by. Going, okay, just continue on attacking the horse demon.
All right. Oh, damn! All of a sudden I hear the Miz's theme song. I came to play!
Damn.
That's a solid strike. We'll take it.
I hope everyone's okay with this decision.
I think they are, absolutely. Somebody,
Yep.
whoa! Bringing
Yeah.
out the big
Damn.
guns. Nice. That's what we like to see right there. Of course, that actually is 16 damage, not 9. It should be 8
I was
plus
about to
8.
say, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these aren't set correctly, so I just kind of eyeball them and know to add it in. It's very easy, especially if it rolls as a +1. That's not right. Any movement additionally for Arc or bonus action? Otherwise, we need to track the turn order.
Ark's gonna move over back to Rottler for protection. They'll protect her.
All right. Very cool. Can certainly make that happen. No retaliation from Horsey there. We definitely seem a little overwhelmed by the onslaught at this point. And will forego any retaliatory actions. And as stated, yes, we'll need our turn order tracked over. This is the final room. We're going to spend the rest of next session in this room. I do anticipate not a great deal of combat and a lot of decision making and RP. I thought maybe more of the decision making for the sacrifice would be for next session, but we did get ourselves into a good position at the tail end of tonight and in a very good position to make some headway on that next time around. Unfortunately for Puck, that means you'll have a big part to play likely in the decision-making process for the realm's future, but not a whole lot of interaction in the here and now, as it were, aspect of the Devils, Eric's presence, and the Fiendish portal right here to the north. If you don't know it by now, friends, we got one session left at each of our tables. Wednesday's got 2 sessions left. Their penultimate will be this coming Wednesday, and then after that we are on week 22 for all tables before we take a full month off in July. You will not need to make a new character. You are in a good position considering where Hilda is at and her imminent return. So this
Hooray!
Yeah, this timing works out in that respect. We will certainly have some catch up to do in the chat that we created, but otherwise the downtime I think will be a good time for her return. That'll be entirely in text play, and then when we return in August, she'll be back at the tabletop officially for the second half of Act 5. As promised, friends, dark events here at each of our tables. Every one of our tables has a major sacrifice decision to make. 4 of our 6 tables have pretty much guaranteed losses as far as those who intervened in the Vecna event last December when we had downtime. We've already seen one of them get killed by Zastam a number of months ago with a power word kill. Genzo was the first to have the contract fulfilled by Demogorgon this past Thursday night, if you missed that. Genzo was removed from the field of play by the Lord of the Demons. And we've already got one of our devils here on the field of play here at Stew Crew. We've seen a taste of it on Tuesday night for Silkus. And we've got one more of those at one more of our tables on Monday night for Adolin. We've not yet seen a whole lot in that respect, but Monday's only got one session left, and we know it's going to happen then. So stay tuned on all of our tables. Coalescence Act 5 very quickly reaching our mid-season finale. Thanks for joining us, friends. Thanks for the follows. We are quickly approaching 370 follows. Friends, gamers here on Roleplaying Unlimited, we are grateful for each of you for tuning in each and every night when we go live for our streams. This is Tragically HP, last survivor of the Coalescence, signing off.
Good game.
Good night, guys.
Night, everyone.
night.
Good game, y'all. Get ready for Daniel. Oh, he didn't. There it is.
If you won't think about it, I leave you I'm a
bar with my 3 friends of college. I cannot figure out what's really important. I focus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is boring. Hit the finish line quick, man, I'm still loaded. I'm a bar with my 3 from my college. Help me figure out what's really exploding. Bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, I exploded. Hit the finish line quick, man, I'm still loaded.
Always planning on planning things before I sleep. Never managed to handle something with these. I got folders and files mapping my dreams, but these comments don't come, they leave. My baby with 2 please, lately less and less mischief. Maybe she gets someone she meets, like someone flicking the beans. I'm burning up all these trees, I got 4 or 5 in me. My God, I wish you could leave, but my mama would be so sad.
I'm a bar with my 3 friends of college. I cannot figure out what's really important. I focus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is boring. Hit the finish line quick, man, I'm still loaded. I'm a bar with my 3 from my college. Help me figure out what's really exploding. Bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, I exploded. Hit the finish line quick, man, I'm still loaded.
Losing the light like I lost battling to Brahma. Empty inside, feel like I ran out of mana. I got no action, live my life like a drama. Blaming it all on my childhood trauma. I don't make decisions, I just follow. Chasing after me, feeling so hollow. I got nothing but everything borrowed. My baby with 2 thieves, lately less and less sheets. Maybe she got someone she meets, like someone flicking the beans. I'm burning up all these trees, I got 4 or 5 in me. My God, I wish you could leave, but my mama would be so sad.